eyeball in the thumbnail. Oh, I loved it. Just simple little thing, but that's great. So we're back with the old. With I keep wanting to say Ultra Agents. It's just the Agents. Stop with the Ultra. It's the Agents Volcano base. Wow, we got a like before we got a viewer. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. I don't know how that happened. The YouTube gods, I've pleased them. Gooberman, nice to see you here. And I Dig Briggs at Brickyard Junction. Nice to see you again. So, where we left off, we had the fire pit. We had a little tram that's going in between them. I don't know what else you would call it. Just kind of... This is one method that LEGO's done a couple times. I've thought, that's kind of like a monorail, right? Because it's one rail in the middle of the model. I don't know if that counts. It's too tiny. It's not motorized. Gooberman looks good for the new logo. Good job. I'm actually developing a new logo. Before I start everything off, shout out to Jinblade8304 because he helped me hook up with a t-shirt design that is now available on his Teespring store. I meant to make a video for that. I will still make a video for that, and maybe I'll do a little action with it, like make it more fun. And honestly, I am going to pick up one of those shirts. I basically worked off of a design, and I tried not to copy Brickset. I actually tried to go more with an N64, PS2, GameCube vibe to it, and added it with more Maniac for Brick stuff. Ha! Nerd! Thank you very much. And, oh wow, you have to leave already? Wow. Okay then. So anyways, we left off with building that part. We have part of the main structure of the volcano basin here. The light's probably not helping with the setup. And we have this large helicopter. This looks a lot larger than it does in the box. Honestly. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust the light back here. It's like, oh, I should probably use some more lights in here. You know, it's later in the evening and whatever. And it's like, nope. Apparently, I need to I need to move it out of the way. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I missed one or two things said in the comments. And I found an extra packing peanut. It's hiding away from me. Anyways, work was good. I actually had a nice relaxing day of work, and I'm glad that all the programs worked just right. I only had like a little bit of adjustment to do. Oh, okay, that's fine, a goober. I may have to leave since I'm at work. Oh, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, good day of work. I got a paycheck, so that's good. Problem was, by the time I got home, the bank was closed, so... Wah, wah. I'll have to go there tomorrow. I actually have 2 paychecks to throw in there, so that should be a good helping for Philly. As long as I don't have to use it for anything before then. Like, food and gas or whatnot. I did get a fresh tank of gas, yesterday, so it should be a little bit better. I'm sure I'm riding on the heels of Jago City from Brickatech, but I don't mind, and I know he doesn't mind, so... We'll do it. We'll do what we can. This piece on top is actually really interesting. It's the first time I've had that. It's been in like a couple studio sets, and this one, it's pretty cool looking. Check out this item I found on Facebook. Oh, that's that's a separate message. Oh, I gotta send that over to Facebook Marketplace because I got my laptop on the side of me. I was looking through 1 or 2 other things for videos. I'm reading a few comments. Just waiting for this to pull up. Don't worry, I'll be right with you. Hooray, 1 person, 3 likes. I know. I picked a fine time of evening. Okay. And let's see. The last time I got a really good deal on there... Ooh, Cherry Hill. Last time I saw a really good deal on here, I should say, is not a set that was on the wanted list, but rather just something that was like a little lower from that. It's like, eventually I'll get this. It was like, not bad, but I still have to work on it. Oh, nice. That's actually a Rock Raiders set that I could build on my own. It's the Granite Grinder 4940. Pick up his Cherry Hill. Ugh. That's a little bit of a hike. I hope they have more items, because to go there for just one thing, I don't know. I do have to get back on Ginblade about the minifigure trade, the minifinger trade that we were gonna do yesterday, and the brother from another brick. I need to get back to him about a loader dozer. I was able to complete 2 copies, and I have one I can send his direction. Do you know anything about making videos on your phone? It won't let me record over 1 minute. It depends on the phone you have, because I mean, for most phones, I would imagine it would have more than a gig at least. So you should be able to record a video more than 1 second or 1 minute long. But check your storage, check your camera, check the type of phone that you have. Like, how much room do you have on your phone? Like, right now, my phone, and I did see Brick Mystery, so hello, nice to see you here. Oh, wow, that was a quick response. Anywho, what was I saying? Check your storage set. My phone is currently 64 gigs. That's actually really good because I can record for almost an entire hour of video. Or at least save an hour-long video on my phone. Maybe even more than that. I have a ZTE Samsung. I would imagine that you could record. Check with what else is on your phone. Like, what's available for storage. Like, do you have a whole bunch of photos or music or apps that are eating away some of that storage? Because I've done it a whole bunch of times between this phone, Motorola Z Force, and my last iPhone, and even the one before that, where I would have to delete apps temporarily. I'd sign back in them later, but at least for now, so that I could record stuff or edit stuff. Sometimes I would do the editing on that device. But this one, I've only been kind of I've only been kind of into doing it on the phone itself. The Babies R Us video, I think, is the first one, and so far, that I've been able to record, edit, and publish through that phone. Other than that, I've done a couple of recordings that would be through the phone, but I'd have to send them to YouTube, and then download them to my hard drive, and then edit them on my computer, and then send it back to YouTube with the finished product. So, at least that's just in my case. There are some cases where, like, with an iPhone or something, it's been easier for me to transfer it directly to the computer, edit it, and then send it to YouTube. And usually, if I were to send it to YouTube from my phone, my current phone, I would save it as private, so that way I know it's not going to go out there by accident. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, hopefully I get something good from bundling a couple of sets together. Uh, more Facebook Messenger shopping. Oh dang, I already sent 12 photos. Because I'm looking at my phone, it's telling me the messages, but the laptop is behind me, showing them. Because, you know, I'm obviously doing the live stream right now, so I can't really see it. Oh my goodness! That's a lot of vintage. Oh, not a lot of vintage. It's a lot of retro Lego in here. I want to say I want it all, but I know I can't take it all. There's probably that Knight's Kingdom castle I might want. There's a Chrome Crusher! I don't know if I have all the parts for the Chrome Crusher, just out of my own collection. I only have, like, the laser, the drill, maybe a few other things. I don't know if I have, like... I haven't parted it together, as opposed to parting it out. Ooh, the Arctic sets! Ugh, I'm just gonna have, like, now 3 copies of the Arctic Polar Base. I bought 2 previously on eBay. Really cheap. They were both incomplete, but I thought, hey, maybe I could take 2 of these and Frankenstein them together and make a full one. Still missing a couple parts. Some stickers are missing, but some of the parts are more essential to me. And I don't know. It's still like a little bit away. They have the instructions. We posted the Lego with the book. Yeah. Because I've actually done that before once or twice with, like, buying 2 or 3 sets through Facebook Marketplace and being able to arrange so that I save a couple of bucks, and buying multiples in the same trip. So hopefully that works out. I do apologize, I missed a few messages in the chat, but I am back on here. It looks really clean, pretty decent price. Yeah, it did. Because it's like, yes, I could, but... Hey, Lego Hobbit, welcome back. I'm just used to seeing your profile and thinking that. I am building the Lego Agents set 8637. I did an enormous haul opening earlier today about it, and my goodness, I am still excited for this thing. I've looked at the instructions for this online before, and I'm still excited to have it in person. So, let me see. Ah, there we go. Put the door in the right direction. That's the one thing that's bad about, like, buying used sets or rebuilding a set that you already applied stickers and stuff to, because you have to figure out, okay, it has to be this specific part, as opposed to the first time where it's like, it could be either one, because I didn't put the sticker on it. But, I digress. I'm still really hyped for this thing. I think it's going to be awesome to put up. Again, not going to be on the shelf, but when I do... I'm going to have to rebuild all of my agent sets and redo my collectathon video. I feel like that's going to be a better option than trying to edit the one that I have, which is extremely long, chopping it down by, like, more than half, and then uploading that, and then making another video that would go up sometime afterwards to be like, hey, actually, we have all this stuff now. I think it'd be better if I just, like, rebuilt them, and then I showed more of them at once. Because it's like, you guys haven't seen it yet, so might as well get more in at once. I thought it would be a cool idea if I got that video done, then I could, you know, put that up in advance, wait on some of the other stuff that's agents that might be coming in or have to complete, and then it would be easier to film another video to say, okay, you know my thoughts on these products, but now you get to see a lot more that I've added to my collection. Because that's the idea, is that the idea of the video is that I would have a, I would have a collection of a certain theme, and I would show how many sets I have as of recording the video, and it would show, like, how many I still need to get, and it would also give my thoughts on the ones that I already have. So it'd be like, so far, this is what I think about the theme, and this is what I think about the sets. Maybe, like, least and worst favorites. Or, least and most favorites. That's what I meant to say. But, that was the idea. But, now, it's like, well, I gotta rewrite all that or retake all of that, because I have more sets that I've added in there, more sets that I've found in storage that are supposed to be in there, because they weren't in there originally. I was like, I know I have these sets, but I don't know exactly where they are, because I lose track of things. Scatterbrained. And after that point, it's like, okay, well, now I've found them, and if I put them all together, we can have a really nice display. Problem is, I am going to have a really big table to put everything on for agents already. Like, this is almost every set. So, yeah, it's going to take a lot of space. And that's something that's like, okay, it feels cool, but that's going to be a lot of work for me. Especially when the table that it's supposed to be on, the one I've traditionally done reviews on, is full of other stuff. I need to move all that stuff around, rebuild all the sets, put the sets on there, hopefully get them all in frame, or at least enough in frame that I could make a proper video for it, and then eventually it'll go up. It's crazy work. I don't know if there's a simpler method that I'm missing, because it's crazy work. Here's something that I thought about, but I kind of passing on the idea for right now. This is a Volcano base with a giant weapon that could potentially destroy the world. Doesn't that sound a little bit like Lord Business and his evil lair and the Craggle? I mean, on those terms, yeah. It's a volcanic base, so that's what first made me think of it, but I could be completely losing my marbles. I don't know. Okay, so that one goes there. That makes sense. I do like this door, though. That's a really cool idea, how it goes together. Like, it doesn't exactly lock in place, but it closes where it looks like it's locked. And this is one thing I love about this theme, the little bits of silver that are added through here, like this piece. Just to add more intimidation. Or for the good guys, it just adds more style. But like with this thing, it's used on like the iron locks for it or something. Not actually locking. But still the same idea, just like this big thing on the door. Let me see if I can show you that on the front and make more sense. Yeah, this is cool. Hey, Game the Brick 427 and AWM Lego Films. Then here we are. That's the front. I love the way that looks, how that shines on there, even compared to the rest of the door and some of it on top here. Like, it doesn't have to be the entire thing made out of that color for it to look cool. And this also opens up, like that's just a nice design. It could have just been very plain. It could have been like, oh, here's the door. But now it's like, whoa. It's like really intimidating here. This is me playing this is me playing with Lego because I know how to have fun. Yeah, definitely like the doorway. Okay. There we go. Found the right piece. The next part, as I'm looking on the other page in the instructions, shows that I will be building the laser. Because everybody needs a good laser if they're a villain. And the ends should have been squared off. Like on the silver part or the very end of the door. I kind of see that. Like you mean up here and there, maybe? What about Voldemort? Well, he's got a wand. I guess that kind of counts as a laser. I suppose I'll have to teach you how to be villains. Step 1, laser. You thought I was going to jump into, we are number 1, hey! Somebody was hoping for that. Whether they're watching the stream now or they're watching it in playback later. Nope, sorry. Alrighty. How's everybody else's day going? I hope everyone has been doing alright. Nice and relaxing day. Or at least mostly. And I know a few of you went off to work. I don't know if you're still like listening in the background or something. And hey, good on you if you can. But hopefully work isn't too bad. Right, he has a wand, not a laser. Oh, dang. You know, I actually don't... I haven't really kept track of the times I've lost 2 subs or anything. Not to say that's picky, but it's like... I'm just bad at keeping track of that stuff. Alright, I'll see you soon. There's also the theme that introduced barbed wire, which has been in a couple sets from this theme. I think once or twice in Indiana Jones, if I remember correctly. Unless that came before this. I could be wrong. I feel like I saw it in there. Welcome back. That was nice and easy. You notice it more? Well, yeah. And I'm not saying I'm reeling in subs or anything. I haven't looked at the analytics enough to really notice that. But I understand. I feel your pain. I was there once. Alrighty. I actually was considering AWM. I don't know if... I mean, you've been a big supporter of the Brick Theorist right now. And for quite some time. I want to ask you, since I don't hear a lot of responses from people who have already, like, known about it. I want to ask you, if I did Brick Theory videos with myself in frame, even, like, part of the time, would that be okay? Because I've thought about that, so it might ease up on the editing and visuals that I might need to provide. For example, if I did... Oh, that goes in the center. If I did a video, and it was... Like, if you've ever watched Super Carlin Brothers, or Wisecrack, who also do a bunch of, like, theory videos, or just, like, really insightful about, you know, certain media, kind of things. What they do with their videos is, with Wisecrack, they normally have, like, every so often you'll see the person that's speaking, but you still know, you know, that's the one throughout the video. Like, they'll actually show them on frame. But with Super Carlin Brothers, they normally do it 90% of the video, with the occasional, you know, separate screen that'll show visuals more often. I feel like I can do somewhere in between that, where it's like, I know the visuals are going to be important, and, you know, just me standing there explaining it isn't going to be enough. Like, you're going to need something to look at in between. But, oh, whoops, I put that in the wrong direction. Go figure. Dark brown pieces. Anywho, I don't know if that's going to be easier. I think it may be mixing me up with someone else. I've never heard of the Brick Seekers, but oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I am. There was somebody else that was on a live stream, like when I was setting up the Lego town. I think that's who I was thinking of. Someone else was on another live stream, and I thought, I think I saw your name around that time, so maybe that's why I thought it was you, so I apologize about that. That's like the second time today I mistook someone for somebody else. Because earlier, I was, you know, I had a coworker and, like a assistant instructor for my class, and normally, when I bring all of the materials back to the facility after the school, I would, you know, I wouldn't have to see them. Like, okay, they're... Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Normally, I wouldn't have to see them, like, bringing the stuff back to the facility. That's, like, for me to bring them back, and that person can go home. I thought, when I went to the facility, I thought I saw that person there. So, I gave them a wave as I passed by them, like, in the car, and they kind of, like, they gave a look, like, I'm not sure who that was, and then waved back as a courtesy. I don't think that was the person I was working with. It was similar, though. They looked a little bit similar. I'm just like, oh, I feel like a fool now. I hate when that happens. And there's been like once or twice I've actually been able to retract it. Like, I thought in my head, but then I was able to put it back in my head and not, you know, say or do anything about it. But, that time I got messed up. And now another time on the live stream. Oh, wait, messaging. Looks really clean. Oh, yeah, I read that. Yeah, I was basically saying I'm just trying to justify the ride with picking up more than one item. Like, if I travel 2 hours and I spend $10... Tree of War? Oh, that's funny. I don't know what song that's referring to, but good change-up of lyrics. That was a funny one. What was I gonna say? So, yeah, I sent a message to say, like, I wanted to bundle the sets together because I want to justify the ride. Because for me, it's about 2 hours or so to Cherry Hill. And I wanted to be sure that I justify it with, like, I'm going 2 hours out of my way to pick up Lego, and, you know, I'm only gonna get one set for $10 and then drive back? I don't think so. I wanted to have something else that was gonna be added in there, so it's like, I'm getting a couple of things to make it... Is it too late to say sorry? Oh, okay. Sorry, I blanked out on the song, just by reading the lyrics. I've tried listening to that on the radio before, where it's like they sing the lyrics, but in a different. This I'm not sure if it's Drake. I really can't remember if it is. Whoa, that's a lot of lava. This, it's a little hard to see from here, but the light is pushing in this direction and like a little bit upward from where the camera's been. Well, that happened. Stupid camera holder! Tripod just like jump scared everybody. I apologize on behalf of my stupid camera holder. It's a tripod that's been slowly dying off. And it's like, at first it was like, oh, it works pretty nicely, and you can like flex it, and you can adjust it to different angles and things. Just watch one of your videos on Brick Theories. You got some cool content, I think. Thank you very much. Yes, I apologize. I'm not trying to, I'm not throwing you under the bus or anything. I just, mistaken. But, it's supposed to be a collaborative channel where I would work with a couple other people with ideas or the video making or things like that. Wait! Are you saying I'm slowly dying off like TTV? No! You have to be alive to be slowly dying. The problem with it was supposed to be a collaborative channel where I could work with a couple other LEGO fans in the community, and not that all of them would do the video work for me, but rather we would exchange the ideas and we would all work on the videos in some way. And then, I'm trying to think, like, but like over time, before we even got done with some of the videos, some people dropped off from it. And I get that some people want to do their own stuff. They don't have to be, like, full-time with this. It's not an employment thing. It's not like you're committed to this. It's supposed to be, like, you know, every once in a while, you should be able to share the content so that not everyone can, has to be stuck with it, you know? But now I'm the one who is the stuck. It's actually a good idea. That way everyone can participate and make the channel grow. Yeah, exactly. I thought it would make everyone feel involved, because if I do all the Brick Theorist videos from my perspective, I could be missing out on a couple of bits of information that I'm not aware of. I could have a, you know, outrageous idea of something that I'm not completely in tune with. Like, there are videos on there currently about Ninjago and Shima. I could not have written those videos in the same way, or with that much information, or in the same conclusion of those videos. The way that Gold Brick Productions did. That's who worked on those videos specifically. He did a really good job with them. And that's why I enjoy, is that we could have multiple people that would throw their perspectives on things. That's kind of the thing that's happened with Super Carlin Brothers, Wisecrack sometimes, the game theorists and the film theorists. Those are other fan theory channels and had the same idea to it. And I just wanted to try that, but in LEGO form, because I think it would be a lot of fun. And it doesn't all have to be lore-based. It doesn't have to be TV show or movie-based. It's just an easy topic right now. But what I do want to do, and have tried a little bit of doing, is adapting LEGO to real life. I actually just watched a video before this live stream, 2 videos, that discussed what if the world was made out of LEGO. Like, the same material and the same kind of layout of studs and things. And we were made as minifigures and that kind of stuff. I was like, that's a cool idea. And, you know, one video did the... Oh, nice! Congratulations on being registered. I think I'd be good for that channel. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I feel I can come up with some pretty good theories and ideas. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in it, let me know. And like I said, I'm not going to throw a whole bunch of work at you like you have to make this video yourself or anything. I would be happy to, like, I've done credits for some of the videos, and I would be happy in those credits to say that the idea originated from another user or something, or mention it in the video proper. Like, I had one video that's still under works because of the editing portion, not the writing or research, that it was inspired by Super Carlin Brothers talking about Toy Story and how Buzz could think that, or it's about how it's like the reason why Buzz freezes, and if Toy Story toy characters would be under some sort of like death, like what would a death be like in Toy Story? If the world was made out of Lego, our feet would hurt a lot. Case closed. Drop the mic. No, they did mention that in the video, and that's just. I'm sorry, but I hear that so much. That is just the, dare I say, normie way of talking about Lego or joking about Lego. It's like, yeah, of course it hurts your feet. Everybody knows that. Everybody's made a joke about that. In all different ways, some of them are really original, and I do like them. But, like that one guy that, like, makes a whole bunch of Lego bricks that stand together in, like, an army general, and, like, here is the foot! This is where we attack! Sort of thing. Didn't actually have, Greg's stream ended, so I came here. Thanks, Lego Sheep! Well, hey, Brick Builder came from here, too. But no, there's like one video that went through it with like actual real world physics of determining can you have a planet made out of Lego, and it went through things about like gravity and such, which was, I thought, really good information. It's like that's the kind of way I kind of like doing it. But then there's the other perspective about, well, putting physics aside, would you be able to live in a world made entirely of Lego? And I was like, that sounds good too. They may be a little bit conflicting on how they came across their conclusions, and obviously in both cases it would be very difficult, but it's still a nice idea. And a baby's body is literally hollow. I don't know if they went too literal with that, but yeah. I don't remember that part being too literal. They did go through the portion of there is no procreation, that's or reproduction, if you may. Because that's just not a minifigure anatomy. It's like, okay, it's not literally how they're made, but, play with the realism a little bit. I mean, we have Doc Brown get hit in a special spot in LEGO Dimensions when doing the, Back to the Future level. That just cracked me up. But also, ouch. I don't care if you're a minifigure or not, that still hurts. Hey, BFAB. I was just mentioning you before for some reason. I can't remember why. Why did I? I don't remember. I'm gonna make him paranoid for no reason. I'm sorry. Hey, Mini Brick. Yep, everyone just decided to flood here. Welcome to Maniac for Bricks, where if you're bored of Brickitect, I'm not him, but here's the next best thing. Actually, it's more of like the 50th next best thing. There's still like plenty in between you could go to, but I'm the next person live streaming, so whatever. Yep, we're still continuing on the Volcano base from LEGO Agents, and I may or may not have mistaken a piece. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was just a weird... Yeah, it was definitely... Hey, bricked a lot. And, yeah, Jinblade, I don't know what happened with the stream, it's just people were just being weird. Hopefully it doesn't happen all the time. That's like with work today, things were fine. No one was in any trouble. The laptops worked better because they were different laptops. That's why they worked better, because I wasn't using the defunct ones from yesterday, where it's like you have to charge them every 3 minutes, like an iPhone or something. Roasted. Hey, Gooberman, welcome back. See, we are working on, as you can see, I finished the door portion. Now we're working on the laser. With the laser beam. I wish I remembered Austin Powers enough to quote it, because it's an agent thing here, so why not? Secret Agent Man. I mean, I know people who dislike anime for a couple of reasons. I don't completely hate anime, but I can see their reasons, and have some of them. I have 3 YouTube channels and 3 Instagrams. That's not bad. But he watches Brickitect. Oh, help me. Sorry, I was reading the wrong message, and reading the messages in the wrong order. Hey, Kevin? and love the excitement you had. Oh yeah, I seriously had no idea what was in that box when I got in the mail, because I knew everything that comes in the mail right now is related to Lego, except for a Sega. I think it was Sega Pods. I have that waiting in the mail currently. Used copy, should be complete and like functional. I thought maybe it could have been that. Because it's like, oh yeah, if the whole thing together was one big unit, put it in a giant box. And a lot of bubble wrap or whatever around it. But when I just peeked in it, I definitely, this was a couple of haul videos. When I peek in there and I see like instantly what it is, that's the one. Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. When I peeked in there, I was just like, oh, it's here. And I'm not ready. I'm not emotionally ready for this. Seriously, I was like, it's funny actually, because I was thinking the other day, like, when is this package gonna come in? And I was watching Brother from Another Brick stream, and we were bringing up agents, and I was like, yeah, I should be getting that in the mail any day now. And I was like, I don't know, when is it gonna come in? And I do have like notifications on so that it'll tell me when it does, but I'm only reading a bunch of numbers for a tracking number. I don't know which one it is. So, yeah. If you're waiting to do a haul video at a certain time, Maniac for Packages, definitely. How many mods do you have? Moderators? However many times you see the wrench in the chat. Because I don't remember it off the top of my head. And I know that they're not all here, which is okay. That's the one thing I've tried to do, is that I would have moderators that would be joining in at different times, you know? Like, I don't ask you guys to, but I would imagine if you're at different time zones, or if at different times of the day you'd be interested in the stream, then I'd still have moderators on here that would still be willing to watch the video, you know? So, that's the MO. I've had one or two before that didn't always watch the live streams, but they just, you know, happened to stop in, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad we have a moderator in here, because that was the time where JW, stuck out its ugly head. If your nickname, or if your initials are JW, then I apologize, because that's not who I'm referring to. Unless you work with a certain group of people that like to go door to door and force your hand into something you don't want to do. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I can relate to maybe half of you. Okay, so now I gotta find a piece of gray? Was it gray? It was gray. Okay. Oh. You know what JW is. Good man, it does feel like you're here a lot. Yeah. BFAP, good luck on finding all the sets. I'd suggest Maniac for Mail is also a possibility. I was thinking, like, if I were to get mail from people, I should do Maniac for Mail. Not like Mail Time Woo. I can't compete with that. I never got the Ultra Agent sets, but they need to do a reboot of the theme called Super Extra Ultra Agents. I think they will do another Agents theme. It might still be a couple more years before that happens, though, because Agents came before Ultra Agents, and there was still like a couple years gap between the two. Like 4 or 5 or so, somewhere close to that. And I feel like with this it might be the same, because Ultra Agents last premiered only a handful of years ago, so it'd still be a little bit off before they do that. No, they're not J-Stuffer. Good one, though. I like it. Like I said, I do apologize if your initials just happen to be JW, because that's not who I'm referring to. You're good to stay here. Yeah, they can be annoying. Wait, how does that... Wait, what? How does that work? What the H? How did... Alright, here's the part where Joey breaks the set apart to find out what's wrong, and he's still confused. Oh, I realize it now. So, earlier, when I was attaching these pieces together, I only needed one on this side. Wait, oh, and then... Wait. Oh, okay. Jurassic World, yeah. When that Jurassic World comes around, I just lock up the doors. I can't I can't answer right now. I didn't even think about Jurassic World as a abbreviation for the JW. But you're right. Nah, I'm kidding about that with Jurassic World. Obviously, I say that because people are going to be like, what do you mean? You don't like this movie? Like, I actually did talk about it earlier, and I was like, well, it was alright. I didn't really think it was worth a sequel. I still haven't played the Lego game for it yet. I do need to do that. Yeah, they really do give us a bad name. From what I'm aware, Agent Sets sold well, but Ultra Agents didn't. Oh, that's a bummer. I know I didn't buy a lot of the Ultra Agent sets. Which ones did I buy? I bought more in the second wave than the first wave. So I don't know if that's anything good. Like, I bought maybe 2 copies of the Tremor Track one with like the giant fists that punch back and forth. One of them to part out. And then I bought the Ocean HQ, which I am very sad I do not have that all assembled. That'll take forever to put back together. Just pour one out right now of your drink of your choice for the Ocean HQ. In its final days, it was seen at my old house being destroyed on a camera for a 2,000 subscriber or something special. Like a giant drop test video. And that was one of the biggest sets that I had assembled at the time. That was very sad. I remember posting it to Instagram and I was like, oops. It was intentional though. So yes, my name is Joey, or Joe. I usually go by Joey. That works. And BQ is the Burger Queen. Just kidding, I know it's Brick Queen. Hey, if you want to watch them, go ahead. I'm not going to be offended. Badly. Not that I'll tell you. Just kidding. Alright. Oh, I see. So that hatches onto there. Then we get the tube. Then we get the other tube, actually. Put this on here. Comes around. And goes into your circle area. Jerry Seinfeld joke, everybody. Not from the TV show, rather from the stand-up. The separate stand-up. So, instruction book done. Instruction book 1 done. I meant to say. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go. Let's go. From this point, it shouldn't be that much else to do. Clever girl. Well, that was what? That was Ruby. Fab, my initials are JW. Clever girl. Not today, but probably Friday. I would love if they did a D2C Jurassic Park 1 set. Where it's like, you have one part of it with the gate and the track and one of the Jeeps. Even one Jeep, I think, would be impressive. Then you have another part of it that would be like the gateway, like the big giant door that opens up. Like, also would be part of the same thing, but still, like, you capture that scene. And then they have, like, another area that could be maybe the, not the observatory, but, like, wherever they have, like, all the lab. That's the word I'm looking for. For some reason, I liked Ultra Agents, but compared to Agents, I was disappointed. Yeah, that's what I felt, too, because I was like, well, they're pretty interesting for the villains, kind of cool for the vehicles, but it just didn't, I don't know, for some reason it didn't carry the same weight for me. I liked how, if you read through the LEGO magazine, you got to learn about this set before anything else. Seriously. Like, they mentioned the LEGO magazine earlier in the year when they first started with the Ultra Agents, or when they started with the Agent sets. They were like, oh, they're going to take all the treasure so they can melt it down to a laser, or some kind of doomsday device. This is the set they're talking about. And if you look into, like, the background of the Turbo Car Chase set, you see the laser jutting out of a volcanic mountain. It's like, that's so cool that it's there. Just like subtle details. I apparently don't gush enough about this theme. It is one of my favorite themes out of LEGO. Like, of all time. Like, every set has been, like, pretty good. I can't say I was disappointed with one. I want LEGO to make an even more original Jurassic Park sets. They can't do just one. Yeah, I figure they're gonna do at least one more. They have to. Burger Queen. Because I was thinking BK when you said BQ. And I was thinking Burger King, Dairy Queen, Burger Queen. A cheap, nasty ripoff of Burger King. Moved to copyright issues. That's funny. I don't know why that gets me. There are better things that get me. As if you were on Jinblade's stream last night, you would have known. And Jinblade, I do owe you messages. I do owe you a whole bunch of sorting out stuffs with the figs and things. What agent sets do you not have? I have about half of the speedboat set, which I know it's going to be very difficult to get those sharks. That's like one of the most expensive animals in resale. It's crazy, and there's 2 of them in that set. I think it was only like ever 3 they made, but anywho. I need the 2 sharks. I need the buoy that goes with that. I need a little bit more to complete the speedboat itself. And with the figures, I can pass because I already have them from other sets, so that's what matters to me. That's a good thing about, like, when you're trying to complete a theme, you can pass on getting complete copies of everything because of that. Wait. Hey, good job, thanks. How long have you had your LEGO train for? About 2 to 3 months. Because, here's a fun fact. Some of you might actually remember this from long, like, years ago. I actually did go to Toys R Us one time and purchase a LEGO City train, assuming that I was going to use this train, like, right away, be able to build it, maybe review it at the time, because I did reviews and whatnot. But, I thought, hey, this will be great because I finally have a LEGO train. I finally can afford one, and it's coming home with me, and I could actually build this and put it on a track. That was the thought at the time. But then it was like, well, you know what? I probably need a little bit more time to devote to this thing. I still had a lot more things around here to take care of. And this was like a good year to 2 years ago. So I was like, let's put it off a bit. Like, I'm going to refund it, but, and then maybe I'll pick it up later or something. It's a shame, because I did a bit of a clickbait. Maniac subs to you. Your 5th emoji. How are you feeling? I don't know. I'd have to grab my phone. I mean, my phone's doing the stream, so I guess I can't grab my phone. To figure out how I'm feeling. I'm honestly feeling pretty good. Like, in general, with this set, with a bunch of things. Just smooth sailing right now. I'm glad, because yesterday was a bit of a breakdown. For those who were there. I was just like, I can't take it anymore. I'm just like, ugh. It was just a bad time. I miss the LEGO magazines too. Kevin, for some reason I can't talk to your live streams. Really? Agent's my favorite theme. What does it say when you try and type? Oh, that's the internet chat. What minifigs come in this? So, I showed a handful of them before, and unfortunately I had to take away one of the pieces, but I'll put them up now on the base plate again. There's like 5 minifingers in here. There's actually one of them that's... Oh, I forgot he's in the helicopter. So I'll take him out too. I'll do it brick show style. Or at least when they used to do brick show style. Like that. Just hold it on something like this and just show you the figure. This one we have is Agent Chase. He has 2 sides to his head. And for this set in particular, he has the helmet on. So a closer look at that suave agent face. And then the one on the back. I used to think in the magazines he was 2 different figures. Like, I didn't even realize, like, oh, this figure that has the same hair, probably the same as this one. Until I actually had a set with him, and I'm like, oh, it's double-sided. Oops. Then we have Agent Trace, one of, I think, 2 females in the Agents line, for the at least the good guys. Scared face on her. No alternate face for this guy, but it's Dr. Inferno. He's been in like 3 different sets, and he is awesome. I will have to admit the hairpiece is a little bit like, really got to keep that thing carefully, because it's one of those like more flexible hair pieces, and the way that it's painted on there, it looks like, could fade over time. Then we have Firearm, which is one of several villains and henchmen that have just cybernetic enhancements. This one in particular obviously has a giant flamethrower. I have no idea how he carries it, but there he is. He does not have alternate face. We have Claudette, which I guess you could say is like more akin to Dr. Inferno of how she appears, just with more black and lower hair. But still looks pretty cool. And again, no alternate face for her. And then we have Agent Fuse, which is a captor in this set. In particular, one of the few times he has hair in one of the sets. Usually has a helmet of some kind, like the helmet we saw before with Agent Chase. Not Chase McCain, like way before him. So there's, 5 figures in this set. Pretty good. 2 of them are exclusive to the set. The rest of them, like, change a little bit. Like, as far as what's exclusive or not. Like, does it have a head? Does it have a hairpiece? Does it have a helmet? They kind of change. But other than that, pretty good selection. And definitely good for the play in this set. You could definitely put all these figures together and have some good fun with it. Good, clean fun. I apologize that I missed a couple of messages from before while I was going over the minifigures. So let's see. Wasn't it rumored that there were going to be D2C Jurassic World set? I think so. Unless it's that giant tan set. I don't know if that's what it is. I forget what D2C actually stands for. I think it's direct to consumer. I might be right. But basically, yeah. I think so. When you have an update, but it's bugs fixes. Glad I've completed my Scooby-Doo, Aqua Raiders, and Angry Birds set. Nice! I haven't completed Scooby-Doo. Kind of want to. I at least want to get, like, the Mystery Gang. Because right now, I have the Mummy Mystery Museum and the Mystery Machine. I have parted out the Mystery Plane, which I was like, I can go either way with that. I would like to get the Lighthouse and maybe the Castle. I'm not really sure on that one. Aqua Raiders, I do have it complete. Angry Birds, I don't really care to complete it. I have like 1 or 2 of the sets. And like 1 of the sets and 2 figures from the Castle set. I'm like, that's good. I don't have to get every bird. I would like to get I forget what the Blackbird's name is. Usually a bomb. I do want to get him. He's my favorite in the game. Like, when I used to play it a lot, I really liked it. Direct to consumer. I actually do have to do a video about all the Aqua Raiders sets. I've had them for a while, but I just haven't set them all up in one place. What was your first Lego set? Mine was a TIE Fighter Polybag when I was 3. I actually don't know what my first exact Lego set was. I just remember some of the earliest Lego sets being, there was like a Duplo container that had a bunch of dinosaurs in it. There was a Duplo container that had some cowboy stuff, but I don't know which is which as far as what was actually the first. I should add that into a Q&A. Maybe try to figure it out by age or something. And actually show the sets, like pictures or whatever. Because I don't have the Duplo pieces anymore, and I still have to do a video about as to why. Aqua Raiders is so awesome. Now I got to finish completing Agents, Power Miners, Exoforce, and Atlantis. Those would all be good to complete. Atlantis I'm a good headway into. Exoforce, maybe half at best, but I don't know. Power Miners, more than half, and yeah. It was weird, like, Aqua Raiders was kind of short-lived, because it only had, like, 1 wave or so, but it was still fun. It was still fun enough for what it was, that I was like, yeah, I'm okay with just as it is. Like, Pharaoh's Quest, I was itching for more. there were less sets to it, and they were, like, it could have added more. Like, you had the potential for better. You, as in Lego. If Lego just so happens to be watching the stream, because, you know, they'll always be watching the streams. Nah. They're not gonna watch me. I love the Atlantis series. Atlantis was really good. I did enjoy that. At some point, I want to get the temple. The, Temple of the Golden City, or whatever it was called. Because that was a cool set. And I have right now, I only have the Golden Guardian for it. Back in 2008, I wanted to be Agent Chase. I think we all did. Atlantis was awesome. I'm just imagining the Mission Impossible theme song will look at... Yeah, pretty much. And, that's probably one of the best ways to do it. I can imagine it, too. Alpha Team was probably the theme that really started on this track when it came to Ultra Agents and like the Secret Agent minifigure and collectible minifigure series. The laser! It's really sweet. It's really awesome. Except it's so gargantuan that even if you were to lower this thing, you can't really hide it behind the... You can kind of, like, oh, it's just chilling out here, and, no, don't mind that little bit in between. What? Giant laser. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean this? I don't know. I just have my own fun with this. Yeah, because that's what they show in the instructions. It's like, oh, you can hide this thing back here. Not really. You're still gonna kind of see it through there in the very obvious green on the laser itself. It is really cool. I do like the way this is built. It makes Flickfire missiles work outside of Flickfire missiles. Now we have the next side of the... It should be like over here or so that we're building. Other than Mission Impossible music, if anyone's into Pokemon, I have some of the music from Pokemon in my head while building this thing. I love Inferno, but the hairpiece orange part always chips off. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was afraid of. So I think my original one has been a little bit chippy. I'll see what I can do. I hope LEGO makes more Scooby-Doo sets. I'm honestly not sure. Like, it kind of escapes me as to what else they would do with Scooby-Doo to make that continued theme. Like, I would like to see more. If there were more out there, I would definitely pick them up. But I'm not sure what else they would cover with it. Although they've been happy to make, like, 2... They're not full-length DVDs. I'm looking at them on the side and I'm like, nah. They did have enough with Warner Brothers to make 2 special, like, two TV specials that were released on DVD. That's what I'm looking for. And I don't even remember, does the Haunted... not the Haunted Hollywood. Does the one at the amusement park, the second DVD, does that even have any bonus, like, polybag or anything to it? Because I don't think it does. I've seen it in the stores before, but I think it's only just, like, you can buy on DVD or you can buy Blu-ray and DVD. Could be wrong. But, yeah. Also, if anyone ever played Team Fortress 2, I was actually going to use music from that in this collectathon video. I still might. But I'm also liking the idea of some of that Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness music. I've listened to that soundtrack again recently. I love it. I love the game. And I think the music could fit here. I'm just worried about, like, making a really long video. Yeah, he's my favorite too. First LEGO set that I actually owned was the Bat Tank from 2007. Nice! Good one! What, in 2007, like, were you at an age where you could build it and comprehend it? Not saying that you couldn't be, but that's a hefty build for someone young building a LEGO set their first time. I wonder. Hey, Brick Pro Productions, nice to see you here. It's in pieces, but yeah. Yeah, I figure. Kevin got his first Infinity War set. So please, when Lego ended Pharaoh's Quest, I also regret not getting the pyramid. I was kind of upset not getting the pyramid when it came out, but now I have the pyramid. Didn't have to pay too much, tooth and nail for it. So I'm happy for that. If that's the right word for it. That said is a good transparent. Yeah, lots of transparent orange in here. Just rich in them. And there's still a whole bunch more that's not even used yet. A lot of it just 1x1s and 1x2s because all the sloping of the lava all through here, it's so cool. I love how it integrates in here. And I think recently when Brick 101 was posting about like past projects that he's done, he mentioned about this set. Like he made a setting that was based on this set, but like changed a couple things around. It's really quiet at home too. I meant to go out earlier to Kmart. I think I might have said that in the last live stream. I was going to go to Kmart, but I didn't because I meant to go to the bank, drop off my paychecks, and then go to Kmart, but that didn't really turn out because I didn't, the bank closed early. Oh, nice! Did a live build on the bat tank. That'd be cool. I'm going to need the modifications to hide it. A lot of modifications. Just more burps! More burps! Where's Canadian Brickyard? More burps! We need more on top of here. Grab the lerps! No one will know! I don't know, I drive myself crazy sometimes. I don't know if you guys actually like it. But, hey, I'm having fun and that's what matters, right? Whew, okay, that was a lot of energy right there. Might be a stream highlight if I think enough to go back for stream highlights. I like the idea of it. Like, not like enticing people to watch the whole stream on replay or anything like that, but just to join maybe future ones, or just to learn a little bit of fun from the current one. I don't know. Oh, come on. Give me that message again. There's like a blue arrow there. The Chase Slurps! I like it. Have you seen Mark Cotter's Lego City? I've seen bits of it. Maybe like 1 or 2 videos, but I'll have to watch it more, because it is pretty cool. Let's see, what else did I miss? Kmart is still around. Yeah, Kmart is, it's dying still, but, and so is Sears, because they're owned by the same company. But, I still have like 1 or 2 that haven't closed yet, or have any signs of closing yet. I was with that Kmart what most people are with every Toys R Us near them. And they think, oh, this company's going down, so I'm going to get my last look at a Toys R Us before it closes. And it's a Toys R Us that's like not even advertising that it's closing, like that location. And they're like, how come I can't find any Lego deals? If you didn't see the giant red banners with yellow and white text on it to say, store closing! It's probably not. Or not yet, I should say. Because I definitely saw that, and I've done recording of it, for Sears, for Babies R Us, for Toys R Us. I still have to upload the other Toys R Us, but, yeah. It's easier to tell that way. Marketing or not, trying to get extra customers or not. Hey, it gets the extra deals, why not? I kind of want to go back to that Toys R Us. I don't know if it's actually closed yet. But at least I got through the entire store so that if people were curious in the future of what a store was like in there, then you got it to see before it was gone. My Kmart closed, really regretted not getting a Battle on Takanana. Had a headache and I was sick. Yeah, that's fine. I've definitely turned down shopping because of headaches and things. Remember when Sears used to be the greatest entrepreneur in history? Hey, I still know what you were saying. It starts with an E. It ends with E-U-R or something like that. It's like French or something. I don't know how to spell it, but yeah, Sears was like king for a while. And then eventually they owned Kmart, and then it was like, maybe this wasn't a good idea. I just love, like, once or twice I had a serious video go up and somebody commented on it and they're actually able to pinpoint the music that was in there and I'm like, oh no, I hope I don't get a copyright strike. But on the other hand, I was like, oh yeah, it's a lot of like retro music in there. 80s, sometimes 70s, some 90s. Like like the store itself has a retro feel. But the music definitely sells it. The music definitely, like, yeah, of course you're going to feel that. I don't know. That's kind of a charm to it for me, but it's also probably not the best for other customers because it's like, does anything change here? Or what? I don't know. I've heard some people say like because they've been like out of style, it was one thing that turned away customers. I don't know how true that is, but that stinks. Hey, sometimes retro comes back, yo. Look at Shovel Knight. I had the ability to get a sealed Catwoman 2006 set for $55 and regret not getting since it does go for a lot of money. $55 for Catwoman? Or is that a 5? Like, it looks like 55. Maybe it's a dollar sign in front of the second 5. No? Okay. Why are you watching Brickset Live? Like, for life. Stop busting me. I saw he was on before, but I wanted to continue building this. And I said earlier I was going to continue building this on a live stream, so here I am. And, like, not that I can't build in the background while he's doing his thing or someone else's stream, but, I don't know, this is fun for me. Stop criticizing me having fun. I'm just kidding. Menards is one of my favorite stores, even though I don't have Lego. Or it doesn't have Lego. Marshall's, I've seen, like, come and go as far as doing well. I don't know if it's actually, like, good? Like, I've been through there a couple times, and they sometimes have Lego in there, and sometimes it's good deals. Same with TJ Maxx. Like, I don't know how those two are competing right now with a lot of, oh, we gotta get 4 of these. This thing's gonna light up like an orange Christmas tree. But it's really cool how it slopes. But, with Marshall's, I've seen, like, 1 or 2 locations close. No, I know Menards. I know what you're talking about. I haven't actually been to Menards, so I can't really say much about it. I was just thinking of Marshall's as a store that is normally not known for carrying Lego, but sometimes has it. Like them and TJ Maxx have it in like a small corner, like it just happens to be toy section. I know they're bad excuses, but hey, you know what? Brickatech doesn't mind if I do a stream, because Brickatech is a nice guy, and maybe he could take one out of his book. Just saying. I'm kidding. I know you're kidding too. Oh, no! I almost fell out of here. But yeah, we got a little thing on the side. Wait. Have any of you guys done a blank throne, a Snoke's throne room rock? Nope. I haven't. I don't really plan to. I don't even have a lot of the Last Jedi figures. Like, at minimum, I have Rey, and I have an Unkar Thug. And a First Order General. And, not that I don't want all of them, or I just want, like, a couple more. I'd like to get at least, like, one version of the main characters. I don't really know about Han or Leia, because it's like, well, I have them for the other movies. No problem. But I was thinking, like, of course, Finn. Of course. I do want to get Luke. That one's an exception. So, eventually, I'll get the Porg Battle Pack. I mean, the, Octu Island. That'd be funny if they just called it the Porg Battle Pack. I do not plan on getting that set for the Porgs. I'm just saying it just has a bunch in there that people are craving over. I've craved over. What was I going to say? I would like to get, I'd like to get Finn. I'd like to get Kylo Ren. Not many others, and not because they're not carrying over to one movie to another. It's just like I don't really have a lot of I don't really have a lot of favorites between them. It's the hardware furniture store, but I like going there for some reason. Fair enough. How old am I? Or Kevin? I just found my sure up lockup set instructions. Now I need to sort out the pieces. I know I have my instructions nearby. I need to rebuild that set. And I know where some of the pieces are. Oofy McDo... Wait, what? I was saying I don't have a smoke throne room. Sorry for the confusion. I am 23 years old. 95. Oofy McDoofy! What? You were gonna make me run into something! I just look at that and I'm like, wait, nope. I'm gonna slide around that one. I'm 23, but I act like a 12-year-old. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know what my mental age is like. I'm a kid at heart. That's what I am. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, okay. He almost fell for it. Doing homework, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I've definitely been through streams of just listening in. And it's all good. Yeah, we're almost done with this part. And then we can attach it onto the main structure. Then the last part to build has like one or two loops, like on a couple of these, and then attaches the flame pit. So I don't even know there's a lot to do back here. This is just like almost looks like a stage, but it's not. It's just like interior built into the volcano. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh, almost forgot that piece. I swear, if you had a... Not saying it has to be drinking, like, alcohol drinking, but, like, any beverage drinking. If you had a drinking game about my live streams, and I could lay down the rules, but everyone would get sick. No matter what they had except for water, everyone would be sick. They'd probably be sick of milk, too. If you played a drinking game based on how I do live streams. It's like, did I acknowledge a comment long after it was put up? Did I put in a piece long after I was supposed to put it in? Like, it was missing from here, or almost forgot it in the step. There would be a whole bunch of other things, I'm sure. Maybe a typo sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not saying you should do these. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. There are so many things that I do every time. And it's like, I've been building for so long, and yet I still make these simple mistakes. I don't know why. It's just a weird occurrence. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. So, yeah. I actually do have to rearrange a couple things in my room as it is. Like, one of them was the table, and it's like, okay, I just have to move a bunch of stuff off of there so I can put this and a bunch of other agent sets together. The other thing is, I wanted to rearrange the space next to that table because I have a mini fridge there, and there's like the shelf unit. Oh, come on, come back. And there's like the shelf unit. You're part of the young AFOL squad. Yeah, pretty much. Young enough to be an AFOL, old enough to be a drinker. Doesn't mean I am. Get the apple juice out, B-Fab. He's in the young AFOL squad too, isn't he? Don't get me wrong, I don't know. But anyway, I have like a mini fridge next to a couple of video games with like an extra copy of the NES that isn't hooked up currently, the SNES, and the PlayStation 2. And there might still be room for like another one or two. I'd have to figure out if I'll have it as a switcher. Oh, it's vegan? Alright. I didn't know that had to do with it, but if that's part of the rules. I'm not gonna tell them not to. Or that he should. But, like, I want to move two of the units, like, they're on two different sides. I want to move them to each other, like, swap places with each other. So it'll be easier to use the mini fridge, like, open it up so it won't be, like, stuck underneath the table, where the LEGO reviews traditionally have been recorded. Okay, so now, oh no! They stuck the sticker on upside down, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even realize that. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to turn the whole piece upside down, because I ain't gonna move that. There we go. Easy. And then we have a giant billboard-like sign on here to say, hey, there's a giant laser, and hey, there's a helicopter coming in. Actually just says, warning, unidentified flying agent. Armed. Activate laser in 12 seconds. And that 12 seconds does correspond to the actual laser, like there's a print on there for it. So that's pretty cool. I need an image fridge to store all my yogurt and my Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want with your Burger King burger is someone else's fungus. I don't remember the entire thing. It's been like a week or two since I last watched the video. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Difficulties with Maniac, please stand by. Yeah. I should totally have that as like a boop, and then just a picture of me just like juggling things. I was just like, not even actual me, but like my sig fig, just like, ah! And it's like, there's a TV up in the air, there's a camera in the air, there's like a cat, I don't know. Just something ridiculous. The ridiculous astounds me. That's why I threw Monty Python references in some of my videos. Alright, bag 5, according to this. Step 1, base plate. Step 2, lerp. Done. Step 3, lerps. Done. Like, I'm done with this part. There's nothing else to build. I don't know if I'm hungry or have too much that I ate for lunch or something else. The foot lettuce thing is it's a meme about a guy on 4chan who posted about, hey, this is kind of weird, like this guy at Burger King should be fired because he had like, it's like this picture of a tub of lettuce with somebody in their dress shoes working at Burger King, like, stepping into it. And, like, so then, it was like a mystery for a while, like, who this guy was, and eventually it was figured out, and, you know, things were taken care of. But this guy, some guy on YouTube did, like, top 15 mysteries on 4chan that were like solved, and this was number 15. Just the way that he narrated in the video got people, and that's why it's a meme. So don't worry, BFAB. I think you're okay for how you sound. I don't think it sounds like him or could be interpreted that same way. And my Lego bagels. You sound like Mr. Burns. I did? I didn't even know I did for a second. A Burger King employee took a pic of himself stepping in lettuce, and that went viral. Yeah, pretty much. Nucleus is a powerhouse of the cell. It's more about Top 15's video. Mini Brick Productions. Do you sell any shirts? I am currently working on 2 types of shirts. I may have more eventually, but I currently have 1 shirt design already available at Teespring/Ginblade8304 or something close to that. Teespring.com/Ginblade8304. The reason why it's through Ginblade is because I made the design. I asked him, hey, can you help me with Teespring? Because I'm not familiar with it. He already designed something for it and has already tried it out for like the quality and everything. And he was like, yeah, sure, I can help your design get onto the site. And I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about that. And we're splitting it so that, you know, he's appropriately paid for so that he gets like because he was helping me with getting onto the site and figuring it out, but I also got some payment because I made the design to go onto the shirt. The current design that's on there is the upcoming Maniac 4 Bricks logo that may or may not change with all the social media, but it's something I may use in the near future. Powerhouse. How many have you sold? I actually don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me or have looked. It only went up about like last night, if I remember correctly, because we were working on it like mid-afternoon, and he told me when it was up, and I told him, of course I'm gonna promote it on my channel and things so that we both can get the word out. But I haven't bought it yet, so I guess there's zero sales right now. I will be my own customer. It's like, would you like to buy this thing? Yes, how much is it? It's monies. Thank you. There you are. You have been a good customer. Wait, which one's the customer again? I don't remember. The skit fell apart immediately. Alright, let's... This one was the retailer. You have been a good seller. Here's the monies. Thank you for the monies. I don't know what just happened. Welcome back to Maniac for Bricks, the fever dream. Weirdest thing you will hear, I'm a magical chicken nugget. I never thought I would hear that. And Mini Brick Productions, yes, he does also have a store. He did leave the link in there. I'm not going to worry about deleting it or anything. He's all good. Because we talked about it during the stream where I talked about the shirts. So, love the logo, but I think the green part would probably look better in yellow. I've been like back and forth about like I was going to use red, blue, green, and yellow as part of the logo. And again, trying not to copy Brickitect. Yellow was originally, I think, for the number 4. And green was originally for the M. But then I changed it later on where I was like, okay, it won't look as bright with the yellow, but it'll still get the green in there since that's one of my favorite colors. And if I had to drop one, that's okay for me to drop. And I thought it would look good. It would look good that way. I'm not sure. Maybe I could do like a couple different more designs and see if the colors work any better. Has the science gone too far? I've gone crazy. Are we going to stream tonight? Oh, that's Kevin. And Mini Bricks sold not yet. Welcome back, Cooperman. But yeah, I just wasn't sure if that was the right color combination because I threw up something on Twitter about like the first design with the yellow in it as part of the 4. And then I threw up a second design like a few hours later or something, and I was like, good? And even when I was talking with Ginblade about it, he's like, yeah, if that's what you want. And I'm like, I kind of like it. But I could change up the design further if people tend to like that better. Maybe I'll, enjoy it too. Alrighty. Down to the wire. And then I could go play with this set. Like the childish adult that I am. Like the man-child that I am. I'm a man-child, but I'm not Conus 2002. That is just creepy. People are asking me to make shirts. I'm considering doing it. Oh, nice. One thing I've also thought about was like if there was a good phrase that I had, or something from a video, or even a series that I did, it might be cool to do as a shirt. I'm not really sure at the moment, but the other design that I had in mind was to make my sig fig torso. That was the first design that I had, but it was how I was going to do it that was going to be different in the second. That's the reason why it's the second shirt. I wanted to design my sig fig torso using Lego Digital Designer like I did for the logo. And it would be like with studs going down the sides, but it still looks like from far away you would see it, and it's like, oh, that looks like Maniac for Brick's torso. That's the idea. So that way I could wear it at a convention, hopefully a long sleeve version of it, I could wear it at a convention, and it'll be easier for people to recognize me, because it's like, oh, I know his sig fig, and oh, there he is. Sort of idea for it. Because last year when I was at Philly Brick Fest, I wore an actual leather jacket, which I didn't own before that, or not long before that, and used a red shirt underneath, and it was hot. And I also had a party mix bowl that was years ago crafted into looking like a standard minifig head, which some people say is creepy, and I can agree, it does look creepy. It's also really tight, like it's just enough to fit for my head, and not like bruise or anything or anything. And after that, it was like, yeah, that's really like a lot to wear, especially in a convention center full of people. It gets incredibly hot, even if you have something around for it. Have you listened to Red Bagel? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Conan 2002 is super cool. No, I thought of actually doing parody of him. The Greatest Big Story. The newest Great Big Story is very interesting. You should go watch it later. Actually, somebody sent me something about that on Facebook. I usually get tagged in them. It's about the Lego arm, right? That was so sad. Like, I can't believe that kid had, like, a little arm. And you could tell, like, it was just like, not completely formed and developed but you knew there were like nubs for the fingers and everything. It's like you could move that. I was like, oh my gosh, how did he grow up like this? Like even before the idea of a Lego arm, that's insane. And also just really incredible that he was able to make it function. I really want to know how, because they didn't really delve into that with the Great Big Story. They didn't go into, like I saw that he had power functions in the Mach 2 version, but I didn't know exactly how it worked. Like, did it have a way of knowing if he was going to raise and lower his arm by that limb, that the arm would respond that way? Like, that's what I was curious about. Or is it something that he had to, like, grip onto it in that little, oh my gosh, that, I can't stop thinking about that thing. It's so sad. Also, not to brush over it. Speaking of other sad things, Stephen Hawking passed away last night. It was kind of sad for me. I was like, oh, I'm going to bed with that now? Thanks, Twitter. I don't want that on my mind. It wasn't on for too long, but it was still, like, something. Okay, let me see if I can get that chat back up. Constantine is a man who drinks too much coffee. I think he's a man that injects octane directly into his skin. Can you make just personal shirts on that site and not sell them? I want a sweatshirt and t-shirt with my logo. I think you could, but I have to talk with Ginblade to figure that out. Because I do like that idea. And I would definitely consider that too, because it's like, oh yeah, I could make a couple of shirts that I could wear just for the Maniac for Bricks videos. It'd be a lot easier when it comes to when I do Maniac for Bricks, Maniac for Toys, and Maniac for Games, any one of those in certain videos. Like, they're supposed to be skits. But it's kind of hard to tell because I changed the shirts in between them with, like, only a little bit of theming to them. And I can understand if people get confused by it. I actually was going to make a video, a Friday's vlog rather, that was about that. So it'd be like, yeah, here's how each of these are broken down, how they're supposed to be characters and not just me being schizophrenic. Or something. By the way, Jewel. Now we have a little bit of inside, so that's cool. Hi, I'm Dr. Inferno. Welcome to my crib. It's in the Volcano. Be sure to wipe your feet. Be sure to wipe your feet when you come in. You might melt them, but hey. What are you gonna do? That's okay, Patriot Media. I'm not gonna respond to that. That's okay, Lego for Life. You know, come and go as you please. I need to make a Minecraft pork chop shirt like my sig fig. That would be pretty cool. I was gonna do the same thing if I go to Philly, except I won't be wearing a minifig head. Yeah, I like the idea of the minifig head. I don't think I'm gonna wear it though. A second time around, it's just not gonna fit. Or it's gonna be very tight. It's gonna be a tight fit, as it was, But it's also going to be exhausting because I can't really see much through there. Like, there's a mesh material so that you can see black eyes from the outside, and it's like, okay, it looks kind of like a minifig. But from the inside, very, very tunnel vision. Like, I've had people try that head on, and it's like, yeah, this is not something you want to walk around wearing. You will not know where you're going. So, I wanted to make it simpler, and I actually tried this at Brick Fair, Virginia. I wanted to make it simpler to have a designed t-shirt, or even like a long sleeve shirt, with my Sigfig torso on it, and wear that around. With or without head. And it worked mostly. Most of it, I didn't actually design it, like print it or screen it. It was actually just like drawn with like a certain ink or something that would work on t-shirts. So it's like a little blurry, but you know, I think I could at this point make something better. What's sad? No, yeah, he died like last night after my last stream. Or whenever I was last working on something last night. It was sometime like shortly after midnight, I think he passed away. Because I got a notification on Twitter that was like news or trending or something like that. And I was like, what? No way. It's crazy. But I didn't know how much longer he would have lived. I mean, someone in that condition can't have like a complete life, right? Like, at some point, it's just gonna go. And I also thought back to like the Theory of Everything movie, which even though it had a couple fictional parts to it to drum it up, it was still mostly like accurate. Even Stephen Hawking himself approved of it. But yeah, it was crazy. I was like, you know, that movie definitely gave me more respect for him. Like, not that I didn't respect him before, but I didn't really know much about him or his work to really connect or to really understand it. But I was like, now, yeah, this is I get the impact. Explain Hammer Time. Why, is there something about like my channel where it's like where like instead of my username it actually says Hammer Time? Here's the thing. When I started this channel, I wanted to pick a username that had to do with music, because before that I did have a previous channel that was like Van Purple 09, based on Van Halen and Deep Purple, some of my favorite bands at the time, and at least Van Halen is still one of my favorites. And what I did was I literally picked, I shuffled all the songs in my iTunes, like thousands of songs. And I would do something with the first couple that I would shuffle. Literally the first song that shuffled in iTunes was MC Hammer's Can't Touch This. I'm not even joking. And I was like, you know what, this could actually be funny. I can actually work Hammer Time into the username and make it funny. So that's why a lot of my early videos for like the first year or so are called Welcome to 13 Hammer Time 62's Lego Set Reviews. Like, I really tried to work that into how I did the videos too. What colors for your sig fig? That reminds me, I should make a. I have a couple of sig figs I do need to make from other people. Oh, almost forgot that piece. There we go. Let me see if I can go further down the stream. Oh, Gingerbread, thank you for the subscription. Hopefully you like what you see and stay here for a while. Okay, now we're caught up. Yeah, it was definitely a good story. Like, my whole family watched it. We were just like, yeah, we definitely have more respect for him. And his work now. again, I don't think we didn't hate him or dislike them. It was just kind of like, I know that he's the scientist that goes around in a chair for some reason, some kind of disease or disorder. I didn't really know much beyond that up to like a year or two ago when I saw the movie. Anywho, rest in pieces. I do really wish that I could have had a chance to talk with Wes Jenkins before he passed away in 2017, because Wes Jenkins was the creative director, if I remember correctly. He was the creative director behind Lego Island. Like, he had a lot of ideas for it. He was, he was very nice. He worked with a great team, and he really kept like everything going. Like, when it came to Lego Island, he had a whole bunch of ideas of how it was going to continue after the game. Ideas that didn't make it into the final game, but were still like, hey, this is cool stuff. And now, I mean, for a while, he wasn't really in the best conditions. He was mostly hospitalized, and he tried to do like an Indiegogo, not Indiegogo. He did like a GoFundMe sort of campaign to try to pay off some of those hospital bills and keep everything going. I contributed a little bit to that. But, and, I know word spread in the community about it as well. I was hoping that at some point, if I was able to get contact with him, to learn a little bit more about his experiences. I mean, he did like one or two interviews that I was able to read more about the insights of Lego Island. But, I know that he was supposed to have like a pilot somewhere on DVD of a Lego Island TV show. There was a pitch, there was like a pilot for that was made back in the day. And it would be great if that information was out there. But right now, the only one that has any access to that would be his wife, and I don't know if she's really in a good condition or whatever to even know where it is or to show it or anything like that. I don't know what her situation right now is, but she was also having a bit of difficulties with like all the hospital bills and such too. Oh wait, can I bring up that chat? Yeah, okay. Now that's working a lot better. Sorry for not responding. I was building my stick fig using Robin's pants from Lego Batman Series 1. Also like the one with like him in the red sweater. My entire sig fig is actually shown in my latest video for the first time. Yeah, take a look at it. I might. I do have a whole bunch of sig fig parts that are on the way, so that when it comes to Philly Brickfest, I will be able to trade sig figs with people, and that'll be fun to have around. I'm planning on more than 20. I think currently I should be near 20 with the parts that are coming in and what I've already been building. And some of them have been reserved for certain people I knew in advance were going to Philly Brickfest, so that should be all good. But there'll still be plenty else to allow. I've even given sig figs away to people that I didn't really like. I talked for maybe a little bit, but they weren't like, "Oh, you're maniac for bricks. Can we trade sig figs?" No, there wasn't anyone like that I've actually welcomed to trading sig figs or just handing them out, because it's like, you seem like a cool guy. Here's a minifig. Whether or not he knew that I was maniac for bricks. Solicitation? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. But now people are more familiar with how that relates to me. I was thinking of bringing my sig fig to Philly, but I'm kind of worried if I lose him because he's the only one I own. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you want, you can bring him and do whatever you want to do, but if people ask for trading, that might be something you'll face. And I understand, like, it could be some expense to purchase sig fig parts. Like, I know with me, it could even go to the hundreds if I really made enough copies of them. And probably has, based off all the ones I've bought over the years. But, yeah. It's fun, if you can. And then we got this little computer on the sideline. And then there's like an extra gun here. Oh, it's 4. Oh, I missed that before with the laser. There you go. Drink. Just kidding. Alright, so now we can put everything together. And, alright, so let's see if we can do this all at once. Let me check some of the messages. I decided I will get my YouTube channel tattooed on my forehead. Just put a big subscribe button along your forehead. Be like, people will be like, I guess I should. I mean, I can't talk to this guy without thinking I have to subscribe. Pretty much 90% of everyone's sig fig is dark blue. Legs, Lloyd Garmadon's jacket torso, classic smile head or armored head, Williams hairpiece. Actually, I'd say it's a little bit different than that. I would say 90% of people's sig figs are... You're probably wearing the dark blue pants. For the torso, I would say the white hoodie torso, the one that looks like a hooded sweatshirt. There's like 2 faces from Lego City that are commonly used, maybe even 3. No, I'm gonna say 2 that are commonly used. Think of like the one that's for M&R Productions, and think of the one for like Lego Freak, or Brick Lover 18. That's another one. But there's like one that's more childish and like a smirk, and one that's more general, almost like an updated version of the standard grin, but actually has eyebrows and pupils to it. For hair, it can be the Mutt Williams hair. Doesn't always have to be the same color. It's also usually the larger hair that's like with a swipe through it. Yeah, something close to that. For a lot of sig figs. Okay, so it's actually either one piece missing or one piece that I put in the wrong place. Because there was a, it's supposed to be a great piece, but I can find that on my own. I'm not going to complain about it. How dare you sell me this $80 set and I'm missing the most common piece? No. Just no. Alright, now we gotta put all this together. Put it all together, and what do you get? So now, I bring this out. I plug this part in. Oh, there's a couple more. Is this Lego Freak? M&R Productions need to update his stick fig. At least use Superman here. Yeah, probably, because he does have a lot more like a sway to it. Or wavy hair. From what I know, my sig fig face is only used in one other person's sig fig on YouTube, so I'm not common. Hey, that's fine. Everything else, my sig fig's pretty common though. Maybe the pants are rare. Could be. And I get why people use common pieces, because it's like, it's easy to access. It's probably something they already own and can make a sig fig out of those parts really easily. And, it's something that they can get more of really easily. Like, if they need to make multiple copies of the sig fig. That also works with CMF pieces. Yeah, you can buy a whole bunch of the CMFs if they're out at the time. That's the problem when it comes to some CMFs, like Bricks for Chris original sig fig had the jazz player's torso. And that was a little bit harder to get over time because the series of CMFs ended. Or that one with the jazz player. So, at some point, he changed it to, I don't think this is even for anyone's convenience, but rather his preference. He changed it to a almost rarer torso to find from an Indiana Jones figure from the Venice River Chase set with like a light bluish torso or something. And Lego Freak, I'm going to have to hold on to you for a second. But yeah, that's a thing. But it's really weird because it's like, you know, it's going to be harder for most people to buy that or to have that. That's one of the things. Sig fig tips, number 1. If you get your pieces from a licensed minifigure, you're going to have a problem getting multiple copies. At least not without paying through the nose. Because most people aren't going to break up that most people aren't going to break up that licensed figure into parts. Unless they have an incomplete figure, want to get certain parts for some occasion, but you're not really going to find it in bulk that often. So, it's going to be very difficult. That way. Not that you can't, but yeah. That's one of the reasons why it took me a long time to buy Just Too Good's minifigure, which is just Twitch from Toy Story. Because the figure used usually goes for like $15 or so. I would like to get the set eventually, but that's usually like more than 50 at least. But even if I got the antenna, because I actually was missing the antenna from the set, even if I got the antenna for the minifig, it cost me just about as much as the rest of the minifigure. So I was like, that's crazy. Because apparently those are only 1 or 2 colors. It's for a licensed figure, so it makes it more, I don't know. It's a little more exclusive. In one set or whatever. Let me just catch up here on this chat. My stick fig face is pretty rare, and my torso is kind of. Wait, brother from another brick. Wasn't yours, I thought your stick fig face was from Kai, from Ninjago. Unless you're joking? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else's stick fig. I don't remember. I can stay but a minute. And that's okay, Mac Driver. We're pretty much done with this set as far as the building for it. I haven't seen anyone use red legs in Minecraft pork chop shirt. Yeah, that's pretty unique. Nothing wrong there. M&R needs to use the sleepyhead hairpiece because it has a bit of a spike. See, Sig Fig chip number 2. Spiked hairpiece in brown is a not good idea for a Sig Fig that you want to make multiple copies of. And I say this because, you know, if you're going to have yourself out there for that Sig Fig, some people want to have that version of the Sig Fig, and if you're the one that's trading with them, you have to buy the parts. So, unless they buy the parts on their own, it's going to be hard. And believe me, I once found the spiked hairpiece in reddish brown in the Lego store pick a minifigure section. It was one of the happiest times I was there. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I could get a whole bunch of these. It'd be great. And I put them on like every minifigure that I could in the build a minifigure thing. Buy like a few packs of them or whatever. And I was going to use them, but then I was going to get a trade with somebody else for a couple other minifigure parts I was looking for. And that was unfortunately up for trade. So I thought, well, okay, I can try to get those back later on from that Lego store. I sent in the mail. I got an envelope back. My envelope. And it was ripped. Like, to shreds almost. And I don't know why. Maybe they just put it in the wrong space in the USPS. But, yeah, the whole thing was ripped open. There were no spiked hairs in there. The person was upset that they didn't get theirs. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. And I sent them a picture. I don't know what to tell you. I just got this bag with nothing in it. I got scammed out of 2 spiked hair pieces that I really, like, I tried to go back to the Lego store to try to find more of them. I didn't see them again. I really want them to come back, though. I would love to buy them in bulk from the Lego store. Be a little bit cheaper than Bricklink, I'll tell you that. I want to get some custom printed towards this. Yeah, some people can do custom printed. I know TF Bricks does that. I know Brickset has considered it. Torso is a bit rare. I do have Twitch. I gotta find him. He's in a bag full of other sig figs, and I'm trying to remember where I put that bag. Because I mean to move them into the beach town, but I don't remember where exactly that was put. So pardon me for a second. Yeah, I don't know if I have them available for now. Maybe I can throw them in the next Beach Town update. And, you know, you'll get to see him in there, or photos on Instagram or something, but I don't remember where he is, or where the rest of them are right now. I'm trying to look around the room, like if there's an obvious giant bag of sig figs or something. I don't know. Excuse me. But yeah, the only thing I'm missing from Twitch are the antennae. That's what made him a little bit cheaper for me to buy him, but it's expensive to find the rest of those parts. My sig fig face is from Alien Cargo. Oh, right. Yeah, I got it confused. But, yeah, it's a good face, too. I do like it. Hey, welcome back, Kevin. Oh. Oh, there's extra features on here I did not know about before for using the app. Mana production, sig figures from the small car set. Almost like piece for piece, actually. I don't think his hair looks that spiked. I wouldn't say that's that spiked. Welcome to Fernon. But don't worry, we're still gonna play around with this set, and I could give my my overall thoughts on it. Hopefully, it's not as long as I hope it's not as long in the video as it might be on here with this whole building and everything. I don't look at how expensive parts are hard to find, though. I look for how accurate the fig is to the person portraying it. Alright, fair enough. But I know that some people would make a compromise with that. Like, that's one of the reasons why I haven't updated my sig fig. Because, first of all, I like the older design. And it actually does have some, like, symbolism to it now. And the second thing is, if I actually wanted to have one to look like me, I would have to get more of the face, like... I was thinking, like, the Conquistador from the collectible minifigures. And I could find that on occasion a little bit cheaper if I was to, like, multiply them, but it's also, like, I don't know. If I really want to, like, change it up just for one head or other part. I thought about changing the hair. I've actually thought about changing the whole sig fig, and it would have been, like, completely different from what mine looks like. It would have the Aquarator's torso. It would have one of the police faces from, like, Spider-Man 2 or the World City sets, definitely one of those, would have had, like, Jane Brick's hair, like, in brown or whatever. Reddish brown, I guess. And the pants, I don't even remember if they would still be gray. They might have been black or something. Like, you would have thought it was a completely other sig fig if I changed it that way. Twitch is so expensive, might as well get the set. Yeah, I would suggest that. And the set does look cool, even though it's like an oversized version of the garbage truck, but it kind of works out because it's like, they're toys. As minifigs, they're toys. So if anything is oversized, it makes sense. Unlike regular minifigures that are like, some of the vehicles are oversized just in trying to fit their scale. I got confused when I was talking about the Twitch. No, I wasn't talking, no one was talking about Twitch like the video service. Current sig fig is Han Solo body, red hat, black legs, and a blaster. The current one isn't even a minifig. And a grinning face. What are the features? No, that's okay, Brick Pro. I was actually going to go through that. And this base is pretty epic. I'm really happy that it's pretty much all there, and it looks really good. So, features-wise. We got this helicopter for the agent side. You can obviously spin the propellers on both sides. Almost looks like a drone. Honestly, like, like it's like it was cool and almost sci-fi at the time when this thing came out, but it was like, you know, that actually looks like something you would see nowadays. And it has a feature on the back where you can drop this net. Look at this net that I just found, 8x8 kind of net, and yeah, pretty good feature actually. One of the few times I've actually had an easy time putting the net in here and being able to take it out all at once. I think the first time I tried this last stream, it got stuck, but every time after that, like 2 or 3 times later, it works just fine. And it looks really cool, really stylish. Got really spy vibe there. We have this side, which has a fire pit. Let's see if I can bring this set down a bit so you don't have to see my mug. See my ugly mug. There we go. So if we bring the set down a bit, and just happens to be water here because of the beach town I was building it on. Someone needs to make that a drone. That would be really cool. And you know what? That would be even cooler if you can make it like remote controlled, and then you have like a button on there to press to launch the net. Man, if I made power functions versions of these agent sets, that would be insane. Or just remote control in general. Yeah, it really does. Is that a Quinjet? Because I thought I saw the Avengers symbol on it. That's one thing that's really funny, because yeah, the Avengers symbol does kind of look like the agent symbol. Like, all, you know, on all different kinds of sets. It has like this same like slanted A look and the crosshair behind it. You know, it's pure coincidence. Probably one reason why LEGO won't bring back this agent's theme in particular. It's like, we can't really, because it's going to interfere with that license. So we have this fire pit that you can actually move around a bit. Like, good for if you want to display this out somewhere, have more size to it. And you have this tram, or whatever you want to call it. I've been calling it a monorail a bunch of times. But this like one rail car that you can bring back and forth in here. I can even sit another person on the other side of it. To this lava pit. So you can actually like dip them down in there. You have this angle on here. And obviously red on this means red on that. So it's like obviously controlling that. And you can like, you know, swoop him down. Almost like actually dunk him in there. It's like using this bionicle arm piece makes it a little bit tricky because it's like it's good for the angle for the poses, but it's not really good for the play where you could actually like dip him in there. It's like a little bit hard to get it close enough that it'll actually stick into the flames or anything, but it's pretty close. But it's still good enough that it like provides the danger of it. Anywho, I can move that part over. You can see how this rolls all the way back. You also have this little cave way you can enter. Up here, see the satellite move. Over here, you can see this giant panel move. And also angles, different ways. And let me see if I can, like, fit my fingers in here. And I can bring open the hand! The sausage fingers! Well, I just ruined that review. if there ever was one. They have, like, the doors that can open up. So, like, it's cool how they, like, interlock with each other there. Just to close it and everything. Now, if I can... What's good about this is I can detach this rail part. It'll be a lot easier to move this thing around to the other side of it. So now, you can see in the back, a couple other features in here. You have some more swiveling chairs over on the side because villains are evil and they like to swivel in their chairs. And they all have pretty good branding, because all the chairs have the same, like, Dr. Inferno branding on them. Let me catch up with the chat here. Agents assemble. Yeah, basically. I've actually considered using one of the agent's torsos from my sig fig before. UCS motorized jet from Volcano base. Yeah, possibly. CD needs an overhaul. Oh, yeah. I'm not really sure how, but they need something else. Release the fingers. Love it. When was the set released? This set came out almost 10 years ago this year. 2008, I believe. I pushed the box all the way across the room. I can't find it on there to say like when the number was. Don! Agents attack the sausage fingers. Nice. Swiveling chairs are the best play feature. Absolutely. It's not a true Lego set if you don't have swivel fingers. I mean swivel chairs. But yeah, and swivel satellites and swivel billboards. It's basically just like a large panel, but I guess you could use that with like a laser or something. But it seems weird how in most of the production and most of the advertising for this, it's like showing outward like, hello, we know you're here. Don't mind this obvious Las Vegas sign in front of this mountain. There's no evil base here. That's my interpretation of this sign. Swivel fingers could have even been better. Ah, yeah. Hashtag swivel fingers. And a mug for city sets. Yeah. I don't actually there isn't a mug in here. So, we have these couple panels that can move back and forth, mostly on stickers, but not much of a play feature there. But like, hey, look, you can check out other areas, and like, when I'm sitting here in my evil chair, and I can see all around the world, we're getting all the treasures to fuel my ultimate weapon, which you can also swivel. Even if it's lowered down, you can swivel this very nicely. And then, bring it back, and up. And you can see a little bit of that tubing also move with it. So, super swivel action for villains. This is just a glorified carousel. There's so much spinning around in a circle. Da, 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 da. Taking over the world with my giant lime green laser. That's why I mentioned Dr. Inferno, just like, he's making his evil plans. It's like, how I'll rule the world All my henchmen that are cyborgs. I hope this is an inkling of being funny to anyone else, because I love this. Uh, Sometimes the best moments are ones that just happen. You don't have to plan ahead for it or anything. But hey, at least they have a fire extinguisher or something that looks like it. It might just be like oxygen or some kind of fuel tank or something. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, here it is. All the play features. And honestly, a really cool set with the whole thing put together. Like, this is something that could easily go propped and display with all the other agent sets. If you had any other agent sets, if it was the set, like the set on its own is a really good looking model and fits together nicely. It is a pain in the neck that it's expensive online in resale. And it's also a pain in the neck that it was at its time just like limited edition or whatever. And it originally retailed for like $70. Wasn't even a lot. So, yeah. Jinblade8304, nice to see you here. I've already done my plugging earlier. Minifinger Collector is in the house. Not all the... Uh-oh. I'm just gonna tear this space apart. See, I'm actually working against Dr. Inferno. I built this whole thing so I can crush it. Just one foul swoop. Lego Freak, Andrew Milleneft, nice to see you. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace a part of your body with robot parts. Why? Is it gonna make the operation a lot more successful? No, I just kind of thought you'd be cool with spider legs. No, I just thought it'd be cool if you just had like a giant flamethrower that you can't carry around. Now, seriously, there was another one of these agent sets, actually two of them, where a minifigure has like four eyes, like this big, like almost like an Oculus Rift or something, just like strapped onto his head, and it has like four eyes glaring from it, in green, of course, and he just has spider legs, just like 4 to 6 spider legs for no reason. It's like, am I any faster with this? No. Am I any more like secretive with this or stealthy with this? No. Then why do I have spider legs now? Or even like the one guy that's shown in this set, at least by the picture of it, Breakjaw. The only thing he has is a giant shark helmet. I don't know if it's supposed to be cybernetic enhancement, but it might as well be. Also, his teeth underneath are like razor sharp. I'm like, you know what? We can work with this. How about a giant metal underjaw? Give you a large overbite, and you'll be operating sharks, and you'll be operating crocodiles. And he's like, okay, I guess I can do that. Oh, yeah. All of the henchmen are in the agent's theme. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? If you're gonna say... I think I know what you're gonna say, because there is a minifigure that... There is a minifigure that has, like... What do you call it? He has the same torso as some of the henchmen in this theme, but he's from, like, one of the Lego Factory sets. That's just a fun fact. Or me. It's not lime green, it's sour apple. Unikitty says so. Fair enough. I have to catch up a little bit on Unikitty. Imagine a training day. Oh yeah, that was what we mentioned before. I did see about the Tron image. Agents the musical. Yeah, right. That was funny earlier. City sets need swivel mugs. Just like coffee mugs, so you can swivel in it. While you're driving, you're just like... I'm totally not going to get an accident like this. I don't know what's going on anymore. Alright, let me jump down to the bottom. Lego Freak. So both of our streams failed. Oh, bummer. That's okay. Hey, Spirit Particles. Nice to see you back as well. And I see you got a new profile pic. It looks good. No swivel mug, though. Just... Or maybe it's because it's a picture. It's only swiveled in one direction. 4-eyed dude is Spyclops. That's right. And kind of interesting how in both sets he has different colors of spider legs. Like, one of them is, like, silver with black tooth-like tips to them. And then the other one is, like, black with silver-like tips to them. It's just nice little variety, but I'm kind of curious. Spider agents. Yeah, honestly, that's something that's very interesting because it's like every one of the, or almost every one of the henchmen for Dr. Inferno in any of the sets has a cybernetic enhancement, except for like maybe Goldtooth and one or two that are unnamed. And there's like two of them, Dr. Disaster and Slime Face, that are all just like glowing green slime, like Adam Acid from Ultra Agents, like that kind of slime. But none of the agents, none of them have any cybernetic enhancements. Brick Theory has yet to be written. That must have been really awkward to tell that guy he needed to wear a giant shark helmet to work. Bill! Yes? Where's your shark helmet? I must have left it at home. Are you kidding me, Bill? That's company property. You're fired. He just shoots him out of this volcano like Garmadon. Honestly, I think Garmadon would have fun at this residence. Let's like, oh yeah, I know a thing or two about volcanoes. Oh, wait. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! There he is. Oh, let me grab one of the other guys. Oh, this would be awesome now. And now, Maniac for Bricks presents Lego Puppet Theater! I'm so lonely. Seriously, is someone else home? I'm glad right now. I'm just cracking up. I can't walk anymore. My boss attached a 500-pound gun to my hand and I can't move it. Why am I still alive? Because I'm having fun and just, it's a fun chatting with people. What if Brickstar will we do? Wait, Brickstar, it was like everyone's streaming today and then they all failed? I don't know. No, the henchmen are cyborgs and agents. That's true. Like I said, there were 2 or 3 that aren't. Watch 2 episodes of Unikitty. It was weird. It's like high energy. Like Clark will probably like the show because there's so much octane in it. But it's a lot to stomach. But it's kind of fun. It's kind of colorful. I like some of the jokes in there. Let's see. It's weird because he has different color legs. Oh yeah, we were talking about Spyclops before. I mean, if you do a live stream, I can jump off real soon. Make a BFAB mod. Or make BFAB a mod? He's not already? You know, I don't actually have that option right now. I do actually see there are options on here, but they're mostly to report, remove, put them in a timeout, or something else. But not modding. Not a mod squad. What if these guys need to go shopping or something? Some of that cybernetic stuff is stuck to them. Yeah, it'd be kind of dangerous, because it's like... it's like they can't even walk into the store. They'll be like, beep, 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 beep. Okay, can you take out all of your metallic option? Can you take out all of your metallic stuff? I can't. It's kind of attached to my arm. It's a part of me. It's not... It's worse than that kid from, well, it's not worse, like, oh, that's a bad situation to be in, but it's like, it's not as fun or useful as the kid from the, Great Big Stories thing from earlier we were talking about. Unleash the sour apple cannon! That definitely... Thank you about the laugh. It changes very often. Looney Tunes theme. That's so true. If you had Clark as a student, oh, that would be fun. Don't worry, I'm not going to last much longer, so if anybody else wants to stream, I will be happy to tune in. Whether or not I'm actually in the stream, I would be happy to watch. If you want to... I want to upload a Bricklink haul video, but I'm afraid people will know what I'm going to build. It's a secret for now. I don't know. It really depends on the parts, like how obvious they are. If you want to keep it a secret. I think you should still upload it, though. Everybody enjoys a good Bricklink haul. And just a Lego haul in general. That's why I do it twice a week. now. I got a bunch of lime green 1x2 tiles, but I'm not sure what to use them for. Sour green apple cannon. Oh, is the stream lagging? My bad. I don't know. Sour apple. There we go. Alright, Fernan is out. Have a stream on the channel. In honor of agents, I will be cutting off my arm and replacing it with a cybernetic one. Well, good luck with that, BFAB. I hope you can live the rest of your life with that. Hey, I mean, if somebody can make it out of Lego, more to them, and anyone else who can. That's great. All right, so where was I again with the Maniac for Bricks puppet theater? I'm not gonna ride on the heels of Brick 101's puppet theater that he does on Instagram. That's too good. That's too well done.
Hey, so I saw there was a Volcano base, and I don't see your name on it anywhere. What do you mean? I gotta go take a look.
Meanwhile, it's right behind them.
Oh yeah, you should probably go check that out.
Wait. This is hard to do from, like, behind him. Like, what's the right way to hold this? Let's assume that the sour apple cannon was away. Okay. Now I think we're good. So let's do... Ignoring the fingers, and let's just say that it was just green screened out of it. Wait. Them Maniac for glitches, though. I always thought Claudette and Dynamite are sisters. I always thought, they do have the same hairstyles. I don't know if they could be sisters. It's a possibility. Maniac for sour green apple cannons. I'll make sour green apple cannon and send you on Instagram. Like, Nebulon blocks. Nice. I want to stream on my channel, but I don't have guests. It's a cool door gate entranceway. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we have that opened up. So it's like, Garmadon and his #1 general, how are you today?
Hey man, there's only room in this town for one volcano base for an evil mastermind, and that one's gonna be me.
Oh yeah, I don't see your base anywhere. I don't know why I give him this voice. I don't even know if it's the same voice I used before. I might just do, how about no? You crazy Dutch. It's only going gold member here. I love gold. That's what the spinning chair is all about. Gold. No, I need to. He's in another room. I can't get him now. I was gonna get Gold Tooth actually to do that. Do a little spin in the chair. I love gold. I was like, would you care to take a look through my volcano base?
Yeah, I guess I don't have really much to do now. I mean, Ninjago City's kind of, like, not my property anymore, so... Alright, I'll take a look through here.
So, let's get them all inside. And then we gotta close this up. I keep forgetting, I have to close them at the same time so they actually lock into place. My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. Oh, wait, do you want me to say it in, the Garmadon voice I was using? Or the, I did, 3 or 4 voices before. I don't know which one I needed. Which one that needed to be.
My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. Especially on Valentine's Day. It's just nasty. Nobody wants it. I don't know why anyone would give it to you.
I'm partially doing a voice of what's his name? Randy Savage in between there. If I just throw an oh yeah, you get more into it. Or if I just change it a little bit, you'll hear Kool-Aid Man. You'll be like, oh yeah. I am a man of many voices, but I am not Brock Baker. That might have been a Brock Baker impression, if I was correct. Brick Studios. I got this used. I think it was close to $80, including the shipping. It's complete. Except for one darn grill piece. That's okay. It's fine. All the stickers are there. I'm happy for that. What's going on? Absolutely nothing. I'm just playing with a Lego set, that's all. So, yeah, Captain's Customs, nice to see you here as well. Maniac for Dutch. Oh, that's funny. The guy in the Speaking Shares voice. My mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. I don't actually remember how the voice sounded. It's like, if I'm doing the voice long enough, maybe I'll remember it. I'll also I just like karate chop this guy off the screen. Just, yeah! Wait, get him right front and center. Yeah! Oh. Well, he's not even front and center. Oh, this is just terrible. Alright. Yeah! I ran into a shark! I ran into a shark! This is what the community is about, just having fun with Lego. I wish I could just do this for every video and not have a problem. And not like, oh, I have to make this super serious or anything, and like, I need to have super bright lights and a white space, and just do this. I think I should just do this. Is that riding on the heels of Clark and Brickset? I don't know. Maybe it is. Oh, no, Garbodon. Keep your hat on. Where was that? Savage Cabbage. This summer, Savage Cabbage. This is still live. This is still staying on the channel. I'm not taking this one down. I'm not gonna unlist it when it's done. Rip sharks. Yeah, I'm loving this. You will never be. Well, they're still in frame. I mean, well, they're not in frame. They're still at the beach. I probably should throw more sharks in there. I actually have a whole bunch behind me in that aquarium I could throw in here if I wanted to.
So I hear your base is located near a whole bunch of sharks. That seems alright. But, what about those really big sharks? What about ones you could, like, load into cannons and fire at people?
You know, I haven't really thought about that much. I think I'm going with part of a Bane impression. I don't know what I'm saying for this guy's voice. I really don't know what it should be. Lego are cool. 3 words that I could not, Lego are cool. Prove me wrong. Like that meme of the guy in the chair and says like some statement that might be controversial, and someone puts underneath there, "Prove me wrong" or something like that. I'm super excited to meet you in Philly after seeing your inner kid come out. Yes, thank you very much. It's sets like this that just bring out the kid in me. I love it. Or like the last stream when I did the Space Police set, I left part of the stream so that I could come back in with like a whole bunch of police lights and like sirens and things. It was cool to light it up a bit and just play around with the set. We might need the Sarah Apple Cannon against the Sharks. Hey, welcome here, Dragon Bricks. I'm just on a roll. You like Lego Iron Man? Like the sets or the minifig? Not much crazy about it. Like I have like a few related to Iron Man. Mostly through Avengers or Age of Ultron or Civil War. Let's face it, Captain America Civil War was a third Avengers movie. That's what it was. Pardon me. Anyways, where was I?
So, what kind of evil plans do you make in a volcano base? Oh, sorry, I'm very unstable on this base plate. So, what kind of evil plans do you make on a volcano base like this? I mean, like, you even have your own security and stuff. That seems kind of cool.
Well, why don't I go over and show you? I got stuck. Half of my butt was in the chair.
Actually, it looks like all of your butt was stuck in the chair.
All my butt and my legs were stuck in the chair, Batman. I told you, it's like a Bane impression. I could just nonchalantly throw that in there. All I need to do is just cover my mouth. Now it sounds like a Bane impression. It would be very bad for you. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is kind of Blade, I've proven to you I have no life. You finally know it. Do I have a P.O. box? I don't have one currently, but I've been tossing it up back and forth. And I still might try to make one if I can do it right. Like, I have a post office that's like half a block away from me. So having a P.O. box, I don't know how much that's actually worth it, because it's like, the mail's coming here anyways. It's not really that far. Brick Studios, I know what you're saying.
Timmy Turner, you have broken the rules for the last time. I will now have to take you away, your fairies.
It is totally like borderline Jorgen von Strangle. I love that show. I don't love it more recently. I haven't watched like the past couple seasons of it. Like before Sparky and a little after Poof was the last time I watched it regularly. But I love all the older episodes. It was great when it started. Like I remember watching the pilot and things like when that was still very fresh for people, and it was like, oh yeah, that could be a cool show. And like the first couple episodes running, even reruns of them, it was like, yeah, that's nice. I like that idea. And it's such a like. It has such a like old-fashioned like feel for like how the parents are and the music and things. Something about it. It's very like stylized. I think of like 50s or something like that. I don't know how. Jimmy. Dinkelberg. I guess Pixar isn't streaming. Oh. Star Wars is the absolute best, he says. This could be a remake for an old Toys R Us commercial. Just add that old theme song. That would just be the saddest thing ever. If I just played like a slowed down version of that over the next Toys R Us video. That would be so freaking sad. Like, if I just play it like half speed or something like that while walking through a Toys R Us. I think I might cry while editing it. That would be crazy. But I kind of like the idea in some way. I mean, I've already thought of the idea. I don't know if I even used it for a video yet. But I kind of like the idea of like, of just me just standing outside of a Toys R Us and just being like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Just like tears streaming down my face. The adult man-child or whatever that I am. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Does anyone like Stranger Things or Star Wars? I like both.
I like dirt, and dirt likes me.
More of a life than me. Wow, okay. If embarrassing myself on the internet counts as more of a life, I don't know what does. I love that show so much as a kid. It's right behind SpongeBob. It's close to with SpongeBob for some of my favorites. It's again like SpongeBob, a show that needed to be canceled sooner. Like I would have been happy if they left off a couple seasons or like a couple years ago. They did not need to make a Drake Bell movie with. They did not need to do that. That was weird. I didn't ask for it. I don't know if anyone asked for it. I actually don't know what the ending was like, but I have heard that it is ending, and Butch Hartman also left Nickelodeon Studios. So any other, projects he's been a part of are probably gonna, like, lean to the side. SpongeBob went on too long. I went to a stream earlier today and I got 12 subs in 5 seconds. That's pretty good. I hope they stay. I will never grow up. I'm still a Toys R Us kid. Anyone that's watched Nostalgia Critic, that's me right now. just that guy that like lives the Toys R Us mantra. Just like, Timmy, when are you gonna get a job? Stop it, Mom! I'm a Toys R Us kid. It's gonna be in the way of the plan. And giving me the sadness. Oh my gosh, am I really giving you the sadness? Because I'm giving myself the sadness a little bit. Like, almost. All right, back to puppet theater. I'm sorry. There's so many delays and things. So like, it was like he was gonna go upstairs and check out his plans and everything. So he's like, first, let me show you my supercomputer where I have all different kinds of treasures accounted for.
Oh wow, you still own a lot of treasure. But have you taken over an entire city?
Well, no, not yet. I still have a giant robot that I'm working on that.
Well, okay, that's kind of cool, but I've done that like every day, making a whole new robot, and it was a shark one time, and it launched dolphins, and I don't think you can really live up to my standards, bro.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I bet this will live up to your standards. We somehow hop up here, just, fade out, fade in to a new scene. And just knock this agent out of here because I forgot that she was there. Meanwhile, I don't even know what this guy's still doing. He's just following along, just like, sir, I don't even know what I'm doing here. And I'm also already burnt. So, what am I doing in a volcano that I'm already burnt in? I don't know. Like, behold, the sour cream. Cut it out. reshoot, and action. Behold, my sour apple cannon.
Oh wow, sour apple, huh? That's your thing. You like fruits? I mean, that's not really as cool or as manly as I don't know, aquatic stuff like sharks and fish and manta rays and things.
Oh yeah, well check this out. Did you just hire me for a Toys R Us commercial? Nonchalantly, just like put that in.
Oh wow, man! I didn't realize it would swivel like that, Morty.
I am borderline Rick now. This is just gag reel. This is just I don't know what I'm doing. This is the part where everybody leaves the streams, isn't it? You were giving me this say oof in the evil dude voice. Oof. I think. I mean, we're both evil dudes, so I'm
just more evil than the rest of the dudes in here. I'm not exactly a Garmadon voice, but it's kind of cool, and shut up.
I don't know what's happening. I'm not writing anything. I'm not even good at improv. I got 1,000,000 toys from Toys R Us in my parents' basement. You, sir, have a gift. You, sir, have a gift at writing parodies. You should be the next Weird Al. Are we sad because of the whole Toys R Us thing? Part of it, yeah. The other sad thing is me being a 23-year-old. I don't have my own place, and I'm playing with Lego on a live stream on YouTube. And this is how I don't even get an Apple. I don't even get an income for this. Puppet theater, lights, camera, sour apples. Yes, yeah, Rick and Morty. Really sad that good shows like Regular Show, Adventure Time, and are being replaced by crap like Teen Titans Go. No, I agree. Like, I get Adventure Time has lived a full life. And Regular Show, I haven't watched a lot of it, but I can understand there's a lot that people have committed to it, and it seems pretty well done. Like, I think they went out respectfully. You are a very sad dude. Wait, I got it. It's so much fun when I'm like, oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna get a toy to make a comeback about that. You'll see about that. I'm not upset. I'm just trying to find something fun to add on to what you said. Here we are. You are one sad little man. Because it's something like that, but that was a Toy Story quote, if I remember correctly. And he's saying it to Woody or something like that. You are a sad little man. I'm just gonna hold him up. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub! I gotta have that sauce, Morty! I've actually never had Szechuan sauce, and I don't care for it. I don't even watch Rick and Morty that much. I watched some of the first season, I watched some of the second season, and then I fell off for the third season. I was like, okay, I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and I think this is enough. I didn't like it at first, even though I was very popular with a ton of people. And then I started to kind of like it, and then it fell out of popularity with a lot of people. I'm said, Warrior Buzz. Regular Show is by all means my favorite show of all time. I used to watch it every day with my dad. If you're looking for a show to watch, I recommend it. Yeah, I guess I'll take a look at it. Definitely binge it now. Sad, strange little man. That's the phrase. Thank you, AWM, for filling me in there.
Oh wow! It actually turns and everything, like, completely.
Oh yes, it's perfect. It's great for domination and things. And look, I can even shoot it up at the sky. I can even just completely 180 this thing.
Oh wow! It's like a glorified amusement park ride at this point. But oh well, you know, that's really impressive, dude. I mean, I don't even know how you're hanging into that seat. That's got to be some really, really technical stuff there.
Well, I do have half my butt on here, so you know it's pretty good. It's pretty good friction.
Wow, you got some pretty advanced tech there. What else do you got?
Well, other than this giant sour cream cannon, I also have let's see, I have what? I guess maybe I could bring around the front. Because I was gonna say like all the other Lego sets from Agents but it's like I don't have any of them in the frame to play with. You know you have no life when you're watching a grown man role play with Lego. I love the. Did I say sour cream? I meant sour apple. I keep thinking sour cream like from Steven Universe.
I just want to be a DJ.
Oh jeez, Rick, you have forearms. Oh, you know what? The channel number 1 is the Morty. He's like, I don't know what you want me to do. And he's just like, no man, listen to me. I'm gonna retitle the stream "Sad Adult Plays with Lego, Plays with Child's Toy." That's gonna be the pinned comment, like just a timestamp of when all this madness starts. Now at this point, it's intentional for me to sound like Rick. Oh man, no, Ninja Master 1209. You're gonna have to catch up on this later. I'll leave a timestamp when all this just went by the wayside. Trying not to laugh. This is the try not to laugh challenge. There's a lot of really funny stuff in here. I make it all myself because so enjoy. Now you got it. Now I've got it. The stream is literally the best thing since toilet paper. Toilet paper is pretty good. I cannot compete with that though. If I'm second to toilet paper, that's high praise. All right, so now we got to do some more scene shifting. We gotta move this around. All right, we gotta move this to this side. Okay. Now we're I'm just gonna close this. Oh, you can close up completely. That's pretty cool. It's also really like tight in here, but it still fits. So that's cool. Because I didn't know that all these sides were actually gonna close up like this. I thought it was gonna be like just barely fitting in there. But this works. You should buy a Maniac for Bricks t-shirt. Hey, Chinblade, where can you buy that Maniac for Bricks t-shirt that I'm not wearing? I will wear it eventually. Are we just gonna say here? I don't know how much longer I can hold up this skit, so I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna hold this up a little bit longer. And at least have another Ninjago movie set that I can throw in here. Some of you may or may not have seen it. Built before on the stream. Teespring.com/Maniac for Bricks. That's right! Alright, move out of here, lady.
So, is it like, only you has a robotic arm? I mean, I don't know how productive that is, because it's like, you use it the same way you use the other arm, and like, I don't know if that's really gonna be a good thing. Is there like a backstory to that or anything?
Well, it's not really much. I just thought it would be really cool and diabolical. What about you? You have forearms. That seems more unusual. What's your backstory?
Oh, I got bitten by a I got bitten by a snake who was bitten by a spider. So, you know, he has like multiple arms and like that's genetics and whatever. So, yeah, it just translated over to me for no reason.
Oh wow, that's right. That's interesting. That's very nice. I think that's pretty diabolical to have like 4 arms. You could go anywhere.
Yeah, I've actually used it for crawling around the forest and it's like super fast and all that. So, like, my legs, they don't do anything. It also makes me like have more abs than Batman.
Just running back and forth, just like Batman, enter stage left.
Oh, sorry.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to make Garbodon and Batman talk with each other. I did not plan that in advance. All right, I'm just gonna move him over for a sec. I need to hold them up.
What? Who said anything about having more than 9 abs? Oh, I did. Yeah, I'm totally so cool that like I have extra arms to support my abs. So I've been really working out a lot. Oh yeah? Well, you have a multi-million-dollar gymnasium. You can actually like do that kind of training. I mean, I swim with dolphins to get these abs. Oh yeah, that's not really that. It's pretty wimpy of you. I mean, dolphins. Come on, you gotta shoot dolphins, not swim with them. Ah.
This is real. This is real. Oh, I'm just gonna make the whole puppet show as a highlight. Just like cut in between everything that was an outtake, and just put some Kevin McLeod music as like background music, or whatever it is in the background. All right, continuing on.
So, like, are you the only one that has a robotic arm?
No, actually, everybody I hire has a robotic arm. It's actually part of the requirements. It's like they have to sign a waiver, and then they all get robot arms.
Oh yeah, can I see them? That's pretty cool. Oh wow, you look pretty insane. Like you have this one arm, but it's like on the same side as Doctor Inferno. Was that his idea?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you got like this. You just got like wow, mad makeup on you. You just so much green. I thought your eyes were green for a second. I mean, that's kind of cool because like my son, he's kind of a loser, and has green eyes. But that's kind of one thing I like. He's cool having green eyes. I wish I had green eyes. Mine were just red.
Yeah, you're kind of talking a lot. Bye. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. What is it? Try C without caps. Let me catch up with the chat. I'm just losing my mind now. And thus begins the maniacal part of Maniac Rubrics. And I'll just announce today. I'm gonna record a video for really quick. So our stream failed. This is kind of sad, kind of funny. Oh, I'm glad. You know, this is one of the rare times where I actually just sit down and play with Lego. Like, sometimes I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's nice. I'm never, like, full on, like, hey, I'm gonna give you a personality. Hey, I'm gonna give you a personality. Or something like that. I haven't done that in years. I haven't done that in a long time. Yep, there's the link. Brick Pro Productions likes the Batman cameo in there. It says, uh-oh, we can't find the page. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's gonna be good. 80s Batman song playing. Since you have more abs than Batman, 1 second thinking and jumps straight. 1 second thinking and jumps up to get Batman. Yeah, totally. I was like,
oh yeah, you look pretty cool with your giant arm and all that, but like, how do you carry that?
I'll show you!
Wow, that's pretty lame. I mean, like, I'm sure you could throw a lot of fire around or whatever, but wow, man, just wow, it's disappointing. I'm disappointed in you. If you were working for me, you would have been fired out of the volcano like 2 seconds ago.
No, I broke the tram! I called this thing like everything that's a train, but not a train. I called it a monorail, I called it a tram. I don't know what it is.
So yeah, that's all cool and all that you have like robotic henchmen and all, and mine like to dress up. They all have like shark costumes and like fish costumes and jellyfish costumes.
Yeah, like me, sir?
Get out of the way.
just falls right off the track. It does seem pretty cool. I mean, they're definitely uniform that way, and you can tell them apart. But have you ever seen anyone that has a captive? Do you have a captive in your secret volcano base? Ha! Help me out! Get me out of here!
You know, I haven't really captured anyone lately, except, I don't know, the guess a green ninja, that's kind of counts.
Oh, wait, didn't he capture you on that bridge?
No, shut up. Yeah, you heard the wrong story. But yeah, have you ever taken control of, like, a giant Meowthra? Like, a giant cat that's just, like, bigger than our entire existence?
You know, I never really thought that cats could be that big.
Well, they can if they're, like, legendary and, like, awesome, and, like, they know me, and they know that I'm awesome.
I'm gonna have such a sore throat. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, it's Maniac for Bricks. I can't talk now. I'm just gonna tell you about a cool Lego haul I got. Here's a look at the Lego train in the beach town. It's pretty nice. It's gonna be me tomorrow. No, it's gonna be me later tonight, probably. Woo! Okay. I think the stream might need a sponsor of the Barks, root beer, or Coca-Cola, or Sprite variety. Or Minute Maid, perhaps. Mimia's channel on YouTube, Maniac for Memes. Maniac. Here with the memes. Now it just became a radio show. This is the unofficial Maniac for Bricks late night radio show now. Memes.
Hey man, what was that about being, like...
Oh wait, that's the Rick and Morty voice.
Hey man, what was that about being the coolest guy ever? Yeah, that's right. I got better arms and better abs, and I controlled a giant cat. What have you done with your life? Well, I make a lot of money, and I single-handedly defeat every villain that I come across. Like, every one of my enemies, they're all dead, or, like, they're not dead. Every one of my enemies, they're all in prison, and, like, at the same time, and I don't have to, all I need is a computer. Just, like, one computer. Oh, wow, that's actually impressive. I mean, all my guys can't even control a piranha that looks like a giant robot that looks like a piranha. They're like, and you wait for it to fall over like that. That was the best way. That was the best way to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's not even intention. I love it though. Coca-Cola would sponsor this. Coca-Cola would sponsor a guy who likes to have fun and helps other people have fun with the toys. You just see like this live stream just zoom out. You see it like go through the window that's peeking through to see me in the Lego room just talking to a camera. It just pans out to a street where you just hear like a thin echo of my laughter, and then just pans out to the world. It was just really quiet. But yeah, other than that weird bit about your piranha just ramming himself right into my trap, you don't have a guy that's dangling over the fire. Yeah, but he's not really, like, on fire or anything. I mean, my generals, they know a thing or two about fire.
Yeah, we know about fire. We're still on fire. We're also psychotically messed up.
Psychologically, I mean. He's so messed up he doesn't even know what the right words are. So, anyways, your guy, you just kind of, like, dances around the fire. I mean, that's like a song or something, isn't it?
Isn't it a song? You know what? This actually works back around, because there is a song that I'm thinking of that just happened to be about that. Dance into the fire. The fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. I'm just trying to remember the name of it. A View to a Kill by Duran Duran. It was a theme for one of the James Bond movies, which is a spy movie. Oh, it works so good! It just rounds back around! Alright, I am borderline, not Coney 2012. I'm borderline Conus 2002 right now. This is the sad part. I think I'm done with this skit. I'm done with the puppet theater for now. But I think I should actually bring it back as a thing on my channel, just to play with a bunch of sets in this funny way. Except Brick 101's gonna come up and he's like, "Hey, I've heard you do something like playing around with the figures in your hands and making the voices for them and all that. That sounds pretty familiar, don't you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's kind of what you do." Okay. Can we see in the base? Yes. You can see the inside the base again. Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta give my voice a rest for all that. There's so much that just happened like the past 20, 30 minutes. So here's the base when it's all closed up. You can fold these sides out on ratcheted hinges. You got this part that you can raise up and spin around. You can spin this around, 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 you can't spin that. You can open the doors, you can close up the doors, you can open the doors, you can close up the doors. Hire me for the next hire me for the next toy commercial. I got your jingle. You can spin it around, you can spin it around, spin it around, you can spin it around, you can lose all the plans and you spin it around. This is so sad. I am becoming the Conus 2002 of the LEGO community now. And here is a timestamp of where Joey realizes how lonely he is. Ugh. Rapid clapping, thank you very much. Merch is neat. You should have a playlist. That is you playing with the sets you built. Voices and all. You can call the playlist. Playlist. It'd be like a playlist that'll look old-fashioned. It's like, oh, these are just some old videos that I just happen to find on my computer. And I never really uploaded, because I've done that from occasion. And it'll be like this. It won't even have my face in it, but it'll look like an older version of a video, like VHS type. It'll look like a kid playing with a set, but in reality, it's still me, like, modern day recording it. That would be hilarious! That would be amazing! Like, I could make myself just sound like different voices. It'd be like, oh, this is cute. This is like when Joey was little and just had fun playing with Legos. And it's like, no, this was like 10 minutes ago. I just recorded this and uploaded it. And then you're just like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna hang out anymore. Glad you're getting both and a little profit from it. You're my new favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Epic Death 15. That was high praise. This is the rawest content I've ever seen. Rick Paz. These are all the headline ratings critics are saying. This is the most raw content I've ever seen. I'd recommend the Next Level T with a sticker. Maniac for Memes radio show. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch in my meme-ness. The linked work for me. I really like the shirt. Is that the new logo that meant for me? Yes, that's the new logo that I was talking about. Yeah. I was inspired by the GameCube logo, the N64 logo, and the PS1 logo, because they all have that same, ooh, it's 3D, and different angles of the letters and things, and all different colors. That's actually something they all have in common, except for GameCube, where it's just like, ooh, it's a cube, but that's cool. There's a G, and there's a G, and there's a G on top. There's a G behind it. What am I doing with my life? I'm talking to a minifigure, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? She's just there, just like, I'm just taking a picture of the beach, and you just built this giant volcano in front of me. I'm so tired now. This isn't like I didn't have any sleep. I slept good last night. I don't know. I don't know what happened today. I have these kinds of days where I just go off the wall for some reason. It's round with doors. You can spin on the doors and you can spin all the doors in a certain angle. You can spin all the doors in a certain angle. That's what it was. You can spin on the base and it closes up inside, and you spin on the base and it opens up inside. Now it looks like the base is inside. It's like a reverse. There's a mountain over here, there's a mountain over there, there's a mountain over here with the door inside. And the string and the sausage fingers will come eat you. 50% battery remaining. Even my phone is like, dude, stop. You gotta cut the stream. Dude, you've been streaming for like 3 hours now. What are you doing with your life? Are you serious? You have so many other things you could be doing right now. My phone's just like, no, stop it. Stop. You're being so much of a kid, it's scary. It's sad. Cringe. Also, I feel like I need to go to sleep. Welcome back, Brick Studios. How do you only have 2.6k subs? You should have near 5,000. Look, I don't know. People just follow me, and that happens. That's how it works. I rarely say, are you Octane? Cola? What? It's a combination of Octane and Cola. Ooh, so dangerous. High on sour apples. That's it. Stream is... Yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin. The stream is still going. I think Maniac's trying to keep himself from getting sad about the Toys R Us closing by playing with like... It's partially true. I think there is an element of truth to that. It only got weirder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. What I fucking do? Okay, I'm gonna shut off the stream. I am so sorry that this has been carrying on so long, and I'm just losing my mind. I swear, I'm not gonna be... part of this is drummed up, but part of this is, like, yeah, unexpected. I just... Yesterday I was really sad, today I'm just off the wall. It's okay, Kevin, if you're modding his stream. I think I'm gonna hand the buck over to him. Who else thinks that Maniac for Bricks should be the new Zach the Lego Maniac? I mean, he's already had Maniac in his name, and he's a kid at heart. That's actually the key as to why I'm Maniac for Bricks, because I grew up with Zach the Maniac, I grew up with the Lego Mania magazine, and my dad actually came up with the name because he was familiar with that so much. He was like, why not call yourself Maniac for Lego? And even though that started out as like an email name idea, it eventually became a name that I would use for the channel, Maniac for Bricks. So yeah. I was like, yeah, that was a good idea. Not bad. It just sounded like I was going on a Tim Allen route. You can be high on them dank memes. That moment when you realize you're skipping homework to watch a man play with Legos. Don't end it. I don't know what else I could do here. I think I've already exhausted my throat and my sanity long enough. This set is so good, I was driven to madness. I don't even remember when I finished building this set. It was so long ago. Everything just happened. I really need dinner. I really need food. I really need to think about my life and things. There's a lot that happened in this stream. We talked about Toys R Us closing. We talked about Stephen Hawking passing away. We gushed about Lego Agents and older Lego themes. Even the last stream, too. And everybody watched in awe, or shock, or both, at this display of quote-unquote entertainment. That's funny, when I list my videos, it's entertainment, and it's like, I don't know if it's actually entertaining. I just didn't know if it was worth putting in people in blogs all the time. I don't know what's happening. What time is it? What time is it? 10:25? Oh my gosh. I've been streaming for way too long. Now the sad part of the stream, kinda. Best live stream ever. Quality entertainment. Gotta go, battery's dying, see ya. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, round, round. Okay, I'm totally gonna make that a meme on Instagram now. Thank you, AWM, for giving me the idea. You got that stuck in my head now. You're now my top 10 favorite YouTubers because of this stream. Oh, I got such to live up to. Now I have to do this more often and more streaming. Or just videos in general. Who knew that the key to a channel about playing with toys was to play with the toys, as opposed to, this is set number 8653. This is the Lego Agents Inferno base. It has 587 pieces and retailed for $70. It came out in 2009, and it has 5 minifigures. Who knew the key to a Lego channel and a toy channel in general was to play with the toys? I never would have imagined that. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. Is there anything we have to talk about when you realize it's 10:25? Jang in a nutshell. Except that was a bad that was a bad impression of Jang. All right. Gotta get myself ready for a Jang impression. All right. God, I gotta pray for it. I'm sorry, I'm just losing my mind as to what I'm gonna do next for a Jang impression. I love Jang Bricks, but oh boy, here it comes. Wait, what was the last comment, Jinblade? There's so many comments. Wait, you had sanity? When and where can I get some? I don't know. It all started when I was born. That's probably when I last had it. I don't know what's going on. Now, I actually did do that in a video, Angry Dragon. Funny you mentioned that. He's a maniac with the bricks, is what I said, because I didn't think that 4 bricks was going to count. It's like, I need more syllables. And he's building like he's never built before. Did I sound like Homer? I sound like Homer now. Homie! I was listening to someone doing a Marge impression earlier today on YouTube. It was so good. And it was also like right after they did an impression of Toad from Super Mario. And it was like, wow, they are really close. It's not that hard. It's like, hello! And it's like, homie! I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm not even gonna be able to talk when I go to Philly Brick Fest. I'm just gonna be like writing on a chalkboard, just like, hello. I lost my voice. Doing a live stream. By playing with Lego. I feel like Ganache was inspired by Maniac. I don't know, maybe. The other part is the key is to have a white sterile background and lighting so bright your hands are sunburned from the lighting. No, that you're confusing that with Just Too Good. Honestly, for some reason, I'm used to the really bright and white backgrounds for Jang Bricks more than Just Too Good. I guess it's because he hasn't always had that, and like the shadow box was still gonna have some shadow in it. But now it's like blinding. I was like, and having seen his room tour with Beyond the Brick, I'm like, how do you work in that space? And light's got to be like right on top of you. And that's maybe a criticism, but more of like a, dude, I'm concerned. How do you do that? I think that's why Just Too Good can't actually show himself, like why he can't do a face reveal, because he's so sunburnt from all of that light. It's probably a disease. It's probably like not good to look at, because it's like, hey guys, I really can't show you my face right now. That's also a really bad Just Too Good impression after all the voices I've been doing tonight. I bet Maniac's first words were, you can spin it right, you can spin it around, you can spin it around. Honestly, I love that song. It's a jam. It's a fun song. It pops on every once in a while, like, even with my family, we just all have a blast with it. Just pure fun. My god, your Marge impression is actually really good. Wait, let me see if I can... Alright, here it comes. Here it goes. We're going to it. I don't know what's happening anymore. I think of all the YouTubers that I watch, and I'm like, oh wow, they're really entertaining. I wish I could do stuff that could be like genuinely fun and entertaining. And here we are. Here's this stream. I'm just like, I'm losing my mind.
Homie, you haven't cleaned up your sour apple cannon. It's all messy and there's all this lava. Did you spill the orange juice again?
Oh, that sounds worse. So I'm just losing my throat. At some point, I'm gonna go to the doctor. He's gonna be like, "Wow, your lungs and your vocal cords, they look terrible. What happened?" And I was like, "Do I really have to say it, Doc?" And he's like, "Yeah, I really want to know. Like, how did it get to this point? Like, you barely speak." And I'm just like, "I did a live stream on YouTube, and I was playing with a Lego set, and I just made every impression that I could all at once, and they were all like deep throaty impressions, and like everybody was watching, and they liked the video, and this was like for 3 hours, and it's like, really, 3 hours? What are you thinking? What were they thinking? All right, now I'm jumping to AVGN voice, but I can't say any more through him because I'm not cursing on this live stream or any other ones. This stream is gold. Probably the most fun I've had in a while. I'm glad. I'm surprised I'm still alive too. Can I join the stream tomorrow? Yeah, totally. Oh my god, you're marching. Wait, I was there. You forgot your YouTube persona today. I forgot my brain. It's not even here. It's like, I remember that being that was part of a Simpsons episode where it's just where like I think Marge was talking with him or Ned was talking with him or something. It was Ned. Ned was talking with him, and his brain was just like, "Screw this, I'm out of here." And then just brain just like flies out from his head, and then just Homer stands there and just falls over, just collapses on the ground. Oh, you want the Kermit the Frog impression? I think I can put one together. Kermit the Frog here. It's not as good because again I've worn my throat out so much, but man, this is turning into just man of 1,000 impressions. I enjoy your impersonations. I don't even try them now. How deep voice? Well, that's okay. Even YouTube's giving me the low battery warning. It's like, dude, you really gotta stop the stream. It's just too much. I can do a lot of different impressions. I challenge you in an impression battle of Philly. May the most impressions win. You're on! Hey, I can even do YouTuber impressions too. So, I have to jump back to what I was gonna do earlier. Okay. I'll have to see if I can put together a Jangbricks impression before that. Hey, that'd be fun to film. I can't really think of a Kylo Ren impression though. That's one I'm gonna have to work on, so that AWM doesn't upstage me. So here is a close look at Dr. Inferno, and this guy has a very interesting torso that really impressed how it prints along to the legs with double color molding. And what's really interesting is how in his spiked hairpiece, which is only from a couple of minifigures, it has a dual color that was applied while production, and it has a lot of interesting things to look at all across him. He also has this special arm that was attached onto him. I guess maybe he had an accident or something. And he's got like a scientist look to him, but also very, very insane. So this guy he's not one you want to mess with, but he definitely has some branding going on. All that stuff all over his base, and his equipment is just with that fiery logo. And there's a look at our Dr. Inferno. I don't know if I'm doing a Jangbricks impression or a golf commentator impression. And he's lining up the shot. He's ready to hit the ball towards the green. He's about 18 yards away. The wind is moving at northwest at 5 miles an hour. There was a bird that recently took number 2 in the golf in the golf club bag that the guy got his club out of, and the guy's not really happy about it, but his caddy did his best to clean up all that was in there. All the excrement has been taken away. I was also really hoping at some point I was going to do a Jangbricks impression where I use super fancy words. A fun dig at Jangbricks, but he uses super fancy words to describe something. Like, if I just grab, like, an ordinary Jeep or whatever, he would talk about, like, the carburetor or some fancy angle on it or I don't know. Like things that would be like, are you going to review a toy or are you going to review an actual vehicle? Still fun. Still all in good nature. I'm just gonna post all of this to Instagram about the Marge impression and only just a snippet of the story of Garmadon and coming into this base. There's so much that just happened tonight. Film it. I can do impressions of Dalek Bricks, B-Fab, Brick Worlds, Young Dalek, and many others. And those are just my YouTube ones. Ooh, that's pretty good. I was actually going to do one here. As long as the battery holds out. I can do one here that's like, hello, everybody. This is Markiplier. Oh, I'm doing my impression. I'm doing my intro with Markiplier's impression. That's not what I meant. Hello, everybody. This is Markiplier, and welcome back to Dr. Inferno's... I don't remember what the set name is. Come on, guys. Shut up, Wade. You guys just don't... I don't know. I'm just gonna get worse and worse here. I gotta practice. I should go off the stream and just start practicing with a lot of impressions. Yes, jazzy sax music in the background. Need jazz. I remember that's one of his tunes. Well, if I grab the Duplo set, I could do I just look like I'm going insane. Meanwhile, it cuts back to me in a straitjacket. I just see like one by one Lego brick, and I'm just cracking up. It's like, there's no hope for this guy. I'm sorry. We'll have to shut down his YouTube channel. Hello! No, that's terrible. Hello! That's just insulting. That's not even meaning to be insulting. I'm gonna go. So it's on for Philly, or you just... Hey! If you're serious, I'm on for it. I don't mind if it's a joke. You're starting to sound like Whitney from 8 Crazy Nights. What do you mean, like the little guy? He's just your little grandpa. He sounds like this. And then Adam Sandler is just like, man, you're just all over the place. I can't really get into this Hanukkah thing. Oh, but come on, it's just a good holiday. It's all kinds of wonderful celebrations. Oh, I gotta stop. Alright. Hey, Peter. Sorry, that's Joe Swanson. Hey, Lois. You remember that time when I was visiting a base on a volcano and there was a giant sour apple cannon? There's no Peter Griffin impression complete without those laughs. Just need a black and white filter. Ugh. Welcome to the absolute greatest at its finest. And you got too much sugar. I probably did. I drank like a whole thing and a half of root beer. This is really something. Alright, it's on! Alright then! The TV is 27 Family Guy. Whoa! That's one enormous cannon you got there, dickety. I'm like, do I do this? I don't know. I like how it retracts. Quagmire reviews. Quagmire reviews Lego. So you got a fire pit. Okay, yeah. Of course it's gonna get hot in here. Giggity. I feel like I'm almost gonna lean into like Beavis and Butthead territory. Oh, it's got fire everywhere.
Everything spins. Everything's spinning. How are you not dizzy?
Okay, that's it. I gotta go. I'm so tired. Oh, I've heard the word. Something of the Avery variety. Peter, what are you talking about? Oh, haven't you heard? I mean, it was my understanding everyone has heard the word. What word? Brian, don't!
Hey, Peter.
I'm gonna lose my voice.
Peter. You have to stop playing with the sour apple cannon. They could really hurt someone. Peter, this is the wrong comedy.
Alright, I am out. I will see you later. Some other stream, somebody else's stream. Hopefully I can just watch someone else's stream and join in the chat so I don't have to talk and my voice can heal. I thought so much of it. I almost spilt mango copa. That's how you know I did it. Stewie, say cool. Cool. Now say whip. Whip. Now say cool whip. Cool whip. Good night, everybody. Oh wait, I need to do the yakko. Good night, everybody.